Hello, I'm Dr. Roderick Little, Director of Bands here at Jackson State University. So the atmosphere of the vet is literally second to none. By being a part of the Jackson State University fabric and families as a student and now as a director, I've had the opportunity to experience it from many different levels. And it's something that you just cannot recreate. I don't care if you're a part of HBCU or the PWI. And so when you mix the Sonic Boom of the South and the football team and all of the synergy that we create amongst each other and between each other, you're not going to get that in any atmosphere or any stadium. We have an outstanding team with Coach T.C. Taylor under the leadership of A.D. Ashley Robinson. We are all coin to make sure that we elevate the profile of this illustrious institution that we all love, which is Jackson State University. And so when you mix the energy of the Sonic Boom of the South and when you mix that grit and that swagger of the Jackson State University football team, that's going to cause an ingredient that you cannot recreate anywhere else. And then I didn't even mention, when you sprinkle the atmosphere of the vet with 60,000 fans of our alumni, all of our friends and constituents of Jackson State University, all of those elements coming together, that's just something that, again, cannot be recreated. And we want to make sure that everybody that's connected to Jackson State University, they go out and they support our student athletes and also make sure that we support our student musicians as well. So we're coming to a stadium near you, the best stadium in FCS. It's the Jackson State University Sonic Boom of the South and the Jackson State University football team. You can purchase your tickets at gojsutigers.com/tickets. Don't miss out. We want to see you there. Go Tigers and love the Boom.
JSU students, we know how much you love cheering us on game days.
But there's something bigger than winning the big game. Your vote.
Voting is your chance to make a difference just like we do on the field.
So this November, let's make a play for change.
Get registered, stay informed, and show up on game day, November 5th. Let's make a big time play together.
Go vote.
Be our vote.
Great day to be a Tiger. JSU by 40 campaign. Coach Taylor, I was just thinking, I was sitting in my office and we were talking about Jackson State athletics, the tradition of Jackson State. You played here. What if 50,000 alums gave $40 a month for 12 months?
Man, that would be huge. That's money in the bank for athletic program.
Let's do this, Coach. I'm challenging all 50,000 alumni of Jackson State University, supporters, fans. Let's give $40 a month to JSU by 40 campaign. 12 months, 12 million. September to August, let's win championships in the classroom. Let's support Jackson State University. Let's support athletics. And let's make sure our coaches and our student athletes are successful. So again, Coach Taylor and I are challenging you, all 50,000 alums, $40 a month for 12 months to support Jackson State athletics. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Support the JSU by 40 campaign. Visit gojsutigers.com/JSU by 40.
wanted to wait till you got done sipping your cognac, man. What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. I mean, what is it? Monday? No, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. What's up, bro?
So you can always help people with money.
What you talking about, dude?
You don't know what day it is. People with money don't keep up with days. People that need the money waiting on Friday.
No. It ain't like that, brother. It ain't like that, brother. Why is TD eating that water like that? I didn't say nothing, man. They got nothing to do with that.
They can't get it on purpose, man. I was waiting on the hit to stop, man. Matter of fact, I need some more.
Hey, man, listen, I ain't got nothing to do with none of that. I'm chilling.
I mean, water's my thing, man.
Oh, man, got to have that agua. Hopefully everybody had a good hump day, man. Excited, man. Got another big one coming up this weekend as we head over to Daytona Beach, Florida, brother, to play party pooper for the Bethune-Cookman Wildcats and their homecoming. That man said eating water. Hey, that's what it sounds like. But hopefully everybody's doing well, man. Got an action-packed show for you guys tonight, man. Got a lot that we want to get into. We are in the middle of football season, but we are getting ready to kick off basketball season, bro. So we got some basketball updates, and we have some. What's up, brother Jerome? How you doing, man? Happy Founders Day. Happy Founders Day to I love our dear old college home. Founded October 23rd, man, 1877.
I hope everybody know the song, man. People just be up there holding up their finger, don't be saying nothing. Wait.
Yeah. It's nothing about that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Okay, man. Like, share, subscribe, join the channel, man. That's right, brother Israel. How you been, man? Hope everybody's doing good. Dallas, Texas, checking in. Deep town. Always a treat, man, to get those Dallas, Texas peeps in on the show.
Hey, Israel, that's the baseball guy, isn't it?
No, Israel. Well, is he a baseball guy? Israel, you a baseball guy?
What up, KT dog?
What's up, brother Carl? How you doing, man?
What's up? Hey, man, you guys in the chat are funny, man.
All the time, bro. They be tripping me out.
Yeah. I look forward to talking to you, to chatting with you, reading your chats. You guys are funny. Yeah, I was eating water. I got some more in due time.
Yeah, it's all good. What's up, Greg the Great? All love, man. All love.
Hey, Greg the Great. What up, boy? I ain't seen you in a few games.
Brother Jerome, what's up, man? I can see you pretty clear now on the screen. What I did, TD, is I went and got a so I'm gonna tell you what I did, because I ain't got no money. I'm gonna just tell you that right now. I recycled something. I went to I had bought, man, when I first got my look at me, I'm acting like TC now, Coach Taylor. You know, Coach be talking and he always scratch his neck. Now everybody gonna be looking at that when they watch the newest interviews now. But listen, man, when I had got my PS5, bro, Coach Beef, what's up, big bro? What up, baby?
Coach
man,
Beef.
I had bought my TD. I bought my headset for my PlayStation 5. I never used that thing, bro. I'm like, I don't want to talk to nobody when I'm playing online. Plus, you can also talk to your controller too. So I was just like, I didn't want to know my head, especially not sitting in my own house, man. I gotta hear stuff, bro. I gotta make sure, you know. So anyway, man, that thing been sitting on my table, bro, for like 2 months past due, bro. And I'm looking at this, I'm like, bro, I gotta take this thing back to Best Buy, bro. So because I had exceeded the date, you know, my little, whatever you call it, what do you call it, little Best Buy care package, whatever it is, I got that, where you get the whatever.
Extended warranty.
Yeah. The little care credit, whatever the hell it is. I don't know. I forgot the name. They was like, well, Ms. Clark, you've exceeded your time. It's Topanga was my first crush. What's up, bro? What's
What's
going
up,
on with you, man? What the hell did I just do?
What up, TD? What up, D? I love family.
What up? Hey, sit back a little, bro.
Huh?
Sit back a little. You threw the screen.
Huh?
There you go.
There you go. He wants. There you go. But anyway, so listen, I had man, Joe actually called me. I was in Best Buy. I used to go to Best Buy all the time, man. I wound up getting a desktop monitor, bro. Because I had to. So what you see now is I pushed everything back. That's why you kind of get the full scope of the room. It's always looked like this, but you only got like a small. Because my eyes, bro, it was killing me. You know, just kind of sitting here, looking into this little small whatchamajig, man. And then now I can see y'all big and loud, and I can see y'all all up in my face right now, man. It looked like Topanga was nice though. She was though, man. She was that. But anywho, man, what's up, bro? How y'all feeling?
I'm doing good, man. Travis Jerome. That's interesting. What's up, brother? How you doing?
Man, look.
At 9 o'clock. That man is something different, man. Hey, get Travis, though.
Oh, man, look. I'll be up. Hey, it's called Central Standard Time.
That's right. About to head over to the east side now, though, man. I ain't looking forward to it. I got to go 3 time zones, and 6 a.m. I fly out tomorrow, man, and probably won't get to Daytona until tomorrow evening. So it's what I got to do coming from the west side, man. West side. But anywho, let's jump into it, man. What up, D Diesel? A lot that we do want to touch on tonight. Had a conversation with A.D. Robinson yesterday. Definitely gonna talk about some of the stuff that we did touch on. We're looking to bring him on the show potentially next week, or just sit down and do an interview with him. Not sure that'll be live or I'm not sure that'll be live just yet, but we're definitely looking forward to getting him on the platform. So, but you guys know what it is, man. It's our foundation, Friends with KC-1400 Inc. nonprofit. If you want to donate to our initiatives and our platform, just go to Givelify, tax-deductible donations. I want to shout out all our channel sponsors, Cannon Toyota of Vicksburg, Cannon Nissan of Jackson, Auto Masters. You can pause and get the number. KC-1400 Collective, go to the website, www.kc1400 Collective to join the collective as we get prepared. 2025 will be here in a blink, in a quick blink, man. So got a fundraiser coming up. I'll come back to that, but got a few more hoodies. I'm actually going to put the order in for those that gave the sizes. I'm not going to over order on this, so I got to edit the order. I'll have that edited and taken care of by tomorrow. But if you are looking for any t-shirts to put up under your jackets, got logo tees, the I Love versus Coalition, D Standard, and we got the J tees. So we got 7 that still there. Go to the website, KC1400media.com to grab you any t-shirt. Listen, basketball tickets are on sale. We've been talking about it since we've been on the show. But listen, the renewal deadline is tomorrow. So if you got season tickets and you're looking to renew them, tomorrow is your deadline. After that, any season tickets that haven't been purchased will be released to the general public to purchase whatever is available. So if you want to cop a certain particular set, if you want to renew your set, go ahead and do it by tomorrow, man. But let's get them season tickets, man. www.gojsutigers.com/2024 BB tickets. Exhibition game coming up tomorrow. Won't get a chance to make that game, but we will be playing against Belhaven tomorrow, 6 p.m. Lee E. Williams Athletic and Assembly Center. Looking forward to seeing our men's basketball Tigers. Hey, Zoe, wow, you wearing your little sister shirt. Avis, what's up, bro? Thoughts on this game, man?
Oh, man, look, I'm looking forward to it. I'll be in the house for it tomorrow, man. Get a first look at Deshaun and the crew with this revamp roster, man. expected big things out of this team this season. Coach Mo got a real good roster this year, man.
Yep.
Made image, so we'll see what we're looking like, you know what I'm saying, going with it.
Absolutely. TD?
Yeah, man, I'm looking forward. I'm glad Mr. Ruffin is healthy this year. You know, so now we got Mr. Ruffins and the Tigers going to be on the court. And according to, you know, the intel you've been getting, Ken, and been reporting, man, we should be pretty dumb. We got some big men.
This team will be really good.
Shoot us.
Yeah, this team is going to be really good, man. This team will be probably this will be the best roster that Coach Mo has had since he's been at Jackson State. Without it's without question be his best roster. I mean, I don't mean that from a standpoint of you know, having my blue and white glasses on, but when I tell y'all, man, basketball is my first sport. It is my love. I played it my whole life, and just the style of play has changed in the game. And you got to have some shooters, man. We got a flamethrower, Juan Reyna. Here, big thing. A lot of good things about him. We all know who Deshaun Ruffin is. We just wanted to see Deshaun Ruffin healthy. A healthy Deshaun Ruffin is a great situation for Jackson State, man. And I think his family and friends and everyone that has had a chance to watch him at that school over there on Beasley Road.
They're real blue and orange.
Hey, we
up the street.
Yeah. That's cool, man. But the child, you know, him over there doing his thing at Callaway, man, and we know what he can do. So seeing him fully healthy, some of the studs that have played high school basketball over the past season, Ebo, Spank, Dorian, as well as my man Vaughn Johnson from Callaway, and then Kevion Hunt from Callaway. I mean Vaughn Johnson from Merle, Kevion Hunt from Callaway, Kawandrick Samuels from Callaway, and Jamie Mitchell, Forest Hill by way of Alabama State. But I'm just telling you guys, man, he got a really good roster. Bringing over Big Shannon Grant from FAMU, who's first team All SWAC, getting this brother right here back, Romeo Mansell, man, 16, athleticism. He's shooting the three now, stretching the floor now, and the list goes on and on. A highly athletic team. They're gonna play above the rim. Physical. They can just about do a little bit of everything. They can play big boy ball. They can play inside out. They can shoot the three. And I think without question, this will be the best team that he's put on the floor since he's been at Jackson State. Now, with that being said, they still got to come together. You start off with Belhaven, get a good exhibition game in, and everybody should be over at the AAC. If you're not traveling, if you ain't got nothing going on, pull up to the AAC, man. Go check out the men. Go give them some support, man.
Hey, Ken.
Yep.
You just saying that Courage Blow song?
Ooh.
The basketball is my favorite sport.
We're playing
basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was your song.
No.
It wasn't?
No.
You said basketball was your favorite sport, so I figured.
He was a little before my time. I caught on the back end. You know what I'm saying? You gotta remember, man, you got me by 6-7 years, man. 6 years now. So
yeah, man. Yeah, the song was dope though. Basketball.
Oh no, without question.
Mo need to pull it out though.
I'm with you, bro. But before I go, baseball season tickets are on sale as well. So listen, let's get them baseball season tickets, man. On sale. Go JSUTigers.com/2024 baseball tickets. So let's we definitely need to get over there and get Coach Omar some support. We got all the way to the SWAC championship game. Actually, we got to the ninth inning with a 1-point lead, and we lost the SWAC championship game, get grounded. Still hurt. Ooh. Kennesaw State just upset Liberty and snapped their undefeated streak. Okay. Shout out to Baron Hobson and those Kennesaw State. What are they? What's their mascot, bro?
The Owls.
The Owls?
Yep.
Like Temple.
Yep.
Oh wow, okay. I didn't know that. But anywho, also exhibition game this weekend. If you're not going to Daytona, The women's basketball team got an exhibition, 2 p.m. 2 p.m. exhibition at the AAC. Come out and support the Lady Tigers. Go ahead. What's that?
Against the W.
It's the Mississippi University for women against the W. Pretty good exhibition game. They did have a closed scrimmage against Mississippi College. No reports on that. It was no visuals. No one was allowed to attend that. And so we'll have to wait and see what the team looks like. So if you're interested and curious to see what our women Lady Tigers are going to look like this year, if you're not going to be in Daytona Beach, you might as well be at the AAC watching you some basketball. You can, the game now. Now listen, the football game comes on. It's going to be on
HBCU Go.
HBCU Go, and I'll put up a little information. I know that Brother Younger is not taking the Fanatics. The Fanatics won't be traveling, so we will be showing. We'll put the app up there. So for those who have issues, who are curious to watch the game that are not going to be going, we'll make sure if you're watching the show, you know exactly what to go to and how to watch that game. Go ahead, Zoe. What you got?
I'm not trying to change the subject, but I just looked at it because I thought about something. Chris Silas, thank you for even mentioning what you just mentioned, because it's a great segue for this football game that's coming up for us. So I don't know if you all know this, but Liberty was undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
They were 5-0. Kennesaw State
was like
winless.
They were terrible.
They were winless.
Where was the game played at?
The game was played at Kennesaw.
Okay, good point.
So it's a lot of parallels to the Jack State game.
We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna definitely talk about it.
So that's why I'm glad you actually brought this game up, because I told Kid on the sideline, but I'll tell you guys that when it comes to this game, I was going to actually get into that later too, but when it comes to this game, I told Ken, this game, this weekend, and this game alone will tell us everything that we need to know about this year's edition of the Jack State Tigers. This game and this game alone, it's going to tell us everything we need to know.
Right.
It presents everything in the way that we need to present it, because, again, we circled that FAMU game. We dominated that game, gave a dominating performance, and we came out victorious, and that game was on the road, and we got up for that game. But now, as you guys know, it's hard to get that same energy, that same focus, that same want to for a Bethune-Cookman on the road. Not a good record. They just won their first game last week against Valley for their homecoming, and now we're going to Daytona for their homecoming. And granted, we're going to use everything we can to muster it up, but we shouldn't need anything. All our goals are still in front of us, and we want to get to the Celebration Bowl. We'll actually get to the SWAC championship game, host the game, win it, get to the Celebration Bowl. But it's going to be hard to get back up for this game, and so they're going to give us the best effort because they just won. They're on a high in this homecoming. I know everybody gets up to play Jack State. We all know this, but it's going to have a little extra ump for Bethune-Cookman. Now, we're going to learn this week how well our guys are going to have focus to get up for this game with championship fervor and the championship focus. Go ahead, Ken.
No, we'll bring that back up. I already got that peg to get into. I actually just finished watching the Bethune-Cookman Mississippi Valley game. It took a whole evening up because I liably slipped into a coma trying to watch that game, bro. I was fast forwarding it. I moved every which way, man, just to get through it, bro. And it was a lot to take away from it. I wanted to watch that. That was one that they won, and it was their most recent outing. So we definitely gonna touch on that here in just a little bit. But we're gonna finish up this basketball. Listen, if you guys, the SWAC put out the men's and women's SWAC Digital Network broadcast schedule. So these are gonna be all the SWAC games that will be. These are gonna be all Saturday games. Because keep in mind, in this season, the women will play on Thursdays and the men will play on Mondays. Okay. So Thursdays will be solely for the women. Mondays will be solely for the men. Saturday will be men and women. And So we're going to see. So they'll have the. I'm just going to touch on Jackson State. They're going to have Jackson State, Alabama State, Saturday, January 11th. Both men and women are on this. Then they got the Bethune-Cookman in Jackson, January 25th. Then we got the February 1st, Jackson State versus Grambling at Grambling. February 22nd, you got Alcorn at Jackson State. March 1st, you got Texas Southern at Jackson State. And then March the 6th, you got Jackson State at Arkansas Pine Bluff. So that's the schedule for the SWAC Digital Network. I appreciate them putting that out. And also, we got 4 ESPN games for this season, TD. Jackson State was one of the 4. We got March 3rd versus Prairie View. Jackson State. Prairie View is going to be at Jackson State that Monday. That's a men's game, 8 p.m. Tip-off. So it'll be on ESPNU. So one good game for men, and then the actual breakdown. If you guys want to touch on that, let me know. So 5 home games, 2 road games on SWAC Digital. I like that.
I see the first game is going to be the night of the event, huh?
Alabama State. Yes, so we will have that game. Usually those games on Saturday are usually kicked off. The women get started, I want to say, around noon. And then I think the men are around 2:30. So we will have our fundraiser in Vicksburg that kicks off at 7 p.m. And hopefully we'll have some, with the expectation, because we're going to be at that game. I'm going to the game, you know what I'm saying? But then after that, I'm going straight to Vicksburg. So it is what it is. We got to do what we got to do. Touch on this, Zoe, before we move on.
Excuse me. Nah, man, just like I said, man, we're expecting a good year this year, man, and we're going to have more opportunities to be on TV. So it's always a good thing, not just for Jackson State, but all the institutions within the SWAC. So I'm winning up, man. Anything we could do to get more more eyes on the product of all the teams within the SWAC is going to be a good thing. So just need more variety, man. We'd love to actually have us on more, even if it's regional TV, local TV, but national TV. And so the games on ESPN was a good start. But, man, we can win some out-of-conference games, get the RPI up. I promise you, it's just like football. We can get more games picked up. So kudos to them trying to do something. We always talk about doing something. So we're going to have more games televised this year than what we had last year. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, so I second it. I mean, for a long time, our sports wasn't, televised. Now we have HBCU Go and SWAC Digital Network that allow our athlete to get seen. So I think that's a great thing. And I hope it continue to grow. And what I like about it, for the most part, guys, is good quality. It just not, of course you can use some improvement, but the fact, I mean, you still able to see the game. The announcers are pretty good. So I think it's great that our men and women are able to be seen. And for the family members who's not able to come to the game locally, they just can tune into these networks and watch their baby play on right on the big screen.
That's right. That's right. And one more thing I do want to add is, and I had this up here, I know Fred just mentioned it, on Monday, 6 p.m. we travel down to Hattiesburg to play Southern Miss. So if you want to make that game will be at 6 p.m. Another exhibition game. It's at the bottom of this list. And then also the list for volleyball, as well as soccer over the weekend, as well as some bowling. So a lot of events. Hopefully you guys are following the JSU Go Tigers page on Twitter, IG, Facebook, all the good stuff, and staying up to date on all the sports so we can support in whatever capacity that we possibly can. So we'll touch on a few more other sports before we jump into the football and meat and potatoes of the show. I want to send a huge shout out to Miss Kayla Williams, Offensive Player of the Week for a women's soccer team. We whooped up on we won 2 games. I think we beat Grambling, and we had it on the previous show, Grambling and UAPB over the weekend. But she was there was a few other players listed for the SWAC, but we highlight Jackson State Tigers on this show. So we want to give a huge shout out to Miss Kayla. She's from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, man. All the way over from up there from the 6. That's what they call it. But they're down here in Jackson doing her thing, man. So congratulations to her for being SWAC Player of the Week, Offensive Player of the Week. Same with volleyball. Jaden, I mean, it seemed like a reoccurring. Karis Dove is our best setter. She's also a really good defender, but Jaden James, really good offense. She does a lot of, obviously, she strikes a lot of balls. I thought about Coach Quinn, a lot of striking, but she's but shout out to both Jaden James and Karis Dove for their efforts. SWAC Players of the Week, man, Center of the Week and Offensive Player of the Week in volleyball. Moving right along, man. Got some big news today. Travis Terrell Jr. Listed his name. He was named to the Jerry Rice Award watch list. This is big stuff, man. I think Shador won this award as a freshman, and Travis Terrell has an opportunity now. Now, the cool thing about this award is this is all the FCS, so he's got his work cut out of him for the rest of the season. I think he get a couple more kick returns. If he get one more kick return and some more stats within the game, I think that's going to pretty much put him in the driver's seat, in my opinion. But I would like a couple more kick returns, man. You know what I'm saying? So Travis Terrell, Jerry Rice Award, Freshman of the Year watch list. Thoughts, Zoe?
Honestly, Ken, from what I gather nationally, if he gets 2 kickoff returns or 1 kickoff and 1 punt, he'll win it as a true freshman. Like I said, but if he gets 2 kickoff returns and does anything remotely, you know what I'm saying, productive with any type of TD on offense, man, he'll win it. He'll win it. Because we're talking about 4 kickoff return for a touchdown for a true freshman. I mean, honestly, Ken, it's going to be hard pressed to find the last time a freshman even did that in any year. So that in and of itself is really, really strong.
Yeah.
Talking about even on the NFL level, I mean, to have 4 kickoff returns in a season for a seasoned veteran, it's a difficult thing.
That's hard.
You're talking about a true freshman doing it?
Hey, when last time we had somebody return 3 kickoff returns in the same year? Is it Cletus Gordon?
It was Cletus Gordon. Yeah. But it wasn't kickoffs, though. I think he might have had 2 kickoffs and like 2 punt returns. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's a difficult thing to do, bro.
Very difficult. I think he's gonna break 2 more. What you think, TD?
Like he already told me that he was. So I take the young man at his word.
I like it.
So here's the thing with that, man. It's an honor, first of all, just be mentioned, you know, within, you know, the greater like Jerry Rice, you know, to receive that award. And the young man is well deserving of the nomination, and he has at least 6-7 more games to solidify his spot. I think he has the ability to do it. I think it would definitely help, you know, more if they, you know, if he was given a few more passes, you know, like at the backfield for our seam routes, screens, and stuff like that. Running up the middle being kind of hard. But his kickoff, you know, speaks for itself. I mean, if nothing else, man, he still found a referee and got away with it.
He did what?
Still found the referee and got away with it. There you go. Oh. Hope the young man
get out of my way.
I hope the young referee was all right after that. He was good.
I hope it might have been after he made a bad call. So good job, Travis. Good job.
Well, listen, if their ref wasn't in the way, man, that's a touchdown.
Now they called it back anyway because it was blocking the back.
Oh, yeah, about to say, but again, if the ref is not in the way, it's a touchdown. Would have got called back.
Because that dude like he was on his back.
Talent, man.
Eyes closed.
I don't know. 88 was in the air, man, but like you said, yeah, because he had to hop
trying to dive for him, but he had the referee made the tackle.
The referee made the tackle, got in the way, he slowed him down as well.
Right.
Yes, indeed, man. Shout out to Travis, man. Hey, I love what he said on Twitter today, man. His work's not done, man. You know, he got a lot of work to do, and not really worried about the accolades right now. Just looking to put his head down and get the work done, man. So shout out to him, man. True freshman, Travis Terrell Jr.
And the thing about it, he believed. I mean, he believed in his talent and in his ability to do something. I mean, once you have that level of confidence about yourself, you know, you normally can achieve
100%, man. 100%. Shout out to some top game performers. Previous game against FAMU. Obviously, Josh Nobles, True Thompson, Reed Pulliam's not on the list, but I got to say Reed Pulliam because he had a monster game. But Jeremiah Williams had a really big game on Saturday, as well as Irv Mulligan being SWAC Offensive Player of the Week. Just kind of want to reiterate and re-shout out these gentlemen for what they were able to do in that particular game against FAMU. Big game, big time win. But we're going to get into the Bethune-Cookman breakdown because we're going to need another monster performance from all of these guys going down into Daytona. We're not taking the band. It's their homecoming. They're coming off a win. We're coming off a really big win, emotional high. So it's a lot of it has all the makings of a trap game. We don't want to get caught slipping, right? So yeah. But I'll touch on y'all want to touch on any of these fellas before we move on?
Yes, definitely I would. I'm glad finally to see Zero up here. Zero came out and played his game. You know, when I spoke with him about chasing his number, I said, man, you put on a number, you got to show out. So I'm glad to see that he had 9 tackles and he made his presence felt. So congratulations to him. I mean, and again, true, perfect form tackle, textbook tackle, the way it needs to be. And Josh Noble, I mean, he just get out there to the ball. And then what I like about him too, because I've seen some players who wants to play past him, they're done. You know, Josh and our defensive ends, period, they get down the field. So Josh like to chase down plays as well. And Irv, we spoke on him on Monday. Irv is Irv. Irv do what he do. I mean, he'll expect that, man. He's the ultimate team player. He's a great runner. He has great vision. I mean, and his balance is magnificent. So, I mean, because that one tackle that young man hit him, number 6, he hit him hard, but it didn't phase Irv. He just mosey on, man. Yeah, bounced off of him. So, man, all these players are well deserving of the accolades that they're receiving. So that was last week. So I'm sure they focus on this week. Let's go.
Doe, you got anything before we move on?
Nah, man, just kudos to the guys, man. Just on it up until this weekend.
Yes, sir. And now after that game, we touched on this on Monday. 3-0, both Jack State and Southern lead the top of each side of the division in the driver's seat. So went out. I think Southern plays. I don't have to guess it. Let's go to it now. You got Mississippi Valley is at UAPB. I think UAPB wins that one pretty easily. Jack State is at Bethune-Cookman. We'll come back to that in just a second. I want to say that who the hell is that Prairie View playing? Is that Texas A&M Conference? Okay. And then you got the Magic City Classic, man. It's going to be a big game right there. I got Alabama A&M whooping up on Alabama State in that game. Southern heads over to Tallahassee, the Bragg Stadium, Bragg Memorial, whatever the title is. I'm not sure. But you know what I like about that, fellas? I like that we get to watch that game uninterrupted. That's what I like. We got an early kickoff, and we'll get a chance to catch that Southern. I got FAMU beating Southern in this game. I'm not gonna break that down too tough. Grambling goes over to Texas Southern. I think Grambling will win that one, but we'll see. But Jackson State at Bethune-Cookman on HBCU Go. So listen, if you don't know, I want to put that up there for all our senior and tenured and mature and upper aged fan base. If you're not going to Daytona, if you have an Android cell phone, go to your Google Play Store, and I want you to type in HBCU Go. And that app, this is the app that you want to look at. This is the app that you want to see, and you want to install it to your device because this will be the only way you'll be able to watch the game on Saturday unless you use the Grio app. And or you can watch it on it's on direct, it's on cable TV as well. I think they got a channel on it.
It's on linear TV. Remember, it's CW.
The who?
It's on the CW. So if you got an antenna,
which is the Grio, that's what I'm saying. Okay, CW.
On the CW.
Speak to it.
No, I'm saying the Grio is the app. So remember, the thing about HBCU Go is it's in all urban major markets by way of the CW. So all my seniors who don't have cable,
there it is right there. 35 for Jackson area.
All you gotta do is go to the CW, which you get on antenna. and you get to watch their game.
The Griot is on Hulu Live TV, channel 35 for the Jackson area. I was coming to that. I didn't want to say the Apple because Apple is the I think it's the what is the store? What is it? What is it? Apple the App Store.
Apple Store.
Apple Store. So yeah, you got to go there if you want to look for it on your device. You can use the Griot app. You can use HBCU Go app. But you can also go to channel 35 on Lanier TV, which is the W, as Zoe stated. Channel 35. If you got Hulu Live TV, just go to the Griot and you can watch that. App Store for Apple. So in Jackson on the Tougaloo channel is 10:35 on Uverse. Thank you, fella. Thank you, family. Putting that out there. Just wanted to make sure everybody had an opportunity to watch the game. I think you would like to. I absolutely think HBCU Go is a better production than ESPN, in my opinion. I really do. Charlie Neal does a great job. Charlie Neal, congratulations, Charlie Neal. So he's going into the SWAC Hall of Fame this year, man. So legendary. Huh?
Well,
man. Yep, and it's free. It is free. It's definitely free. So you don't have to pay for it, but we tuning in, we watching it. Listen, if you're heading over to Daytona, listen, just so you get ready, because I got to pack when we get off this show. I don't be on all night. We got to go pack. 82 degrees during the game, man. It's gonna be hot, man. It's gonna be a little spicy out there, man. About 70, 79, 80 degrees, man, during game time. So you can just download the app on your Fire Stick as well. That's right, LaDon. At nighttime, it'll be 66. So, to get up into the 80s and then drop down into the upper 60s as the evening goes on. So if you're looking for a forecast, there's no rain in the forecast. The humidity will be, it's Florida, man. Y'all know what it is.
Oh, that's a good point, too. All Jack State fans, you're going to enjoy watching the broadcast because Charlie Neal,
yes, sir,
wonderful voice, and called it down the middle.
Without question. None of that old NEAC bias bull junk by Jay Walker. In the words of Bubba Dub, he just trash. We'll be in Daytona, can't wait. That's right, man. Looking to connect with everybody.
Right, we don't call him Jay. We call him by his real name, Jewel.
What's his real name?
Jewel.
As in like jewelry? Like jewel?
Yes.
Like as in a woman? Like a jewel?
Yes.
No wonder he's so damn.
That's why he go by Jay? That's why he go by Jay?
Oh. His grandma. But anyway. Well, listen, I don't care for the dude. And I spoke to him right standing in front of him. He looked at me like he looked at me like I was a telephone pole and kept walking.
Right.
I said, damn, dude, man, it's like that big dog. Big dude, man, but he's a biased dude, man. I would like to have I wouldn't mind seeing a couple more personalities get an opportunity to call some HBCU games. I love that they get a chance to do what they do and cover HBCU sports, but you already know if it's an ESPN game, you're gonna get Jay Walker and Tiffany Green. I can't get two more. Can we get another one and another one? Can we get another male and another female that like alternate?
But you know what? For Tiffany to have 10 FAMU, she did a good job. I mean, you really couldn't tell until they
makes up for his. She always makes up for his crap.
Right.
And listen, I told Mo and Chuck. I told Chuck on Saturday. Him and Chuck Bishop and Mo Carter did a really good job calling that Texas Southern.
Hey, really calling games? Man, I'm gonna go and plug him because he's a Jamie Walker, man.
I've never heard of Jamie. Shout out to Big Jamie, bro.
Man, Jamie calls a damn good game, man. Seriously.
Okay. She was bad too. Well, I mean, damn, we hardcore. I ain't gonna listen to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we love Rob J and Coach Darren Asbury now. We love him now. You know what I'm saying? We know Big Fred. He can't stand JSU, man, because he wanted to be a Tiger. It's hard to be a Tiger. I understand. The hell with it though. Anyway, moving right along, man. Let's get into some comps of the game, man. We got now. Listen, this we're gonna talk about it, but at the same time, let's get into the game. Jack State versus Jack State versus Bethune-Cookman. These are the leaders of in stats right now. So Jacoby and Morgan, obviously, 88, 135. What is that right What is that? What percentage is that? Make sure I get this right real quick. Let me use my calculator real fast. All right, he right at 65% passing. Hey, Ms. Rochelle, what's up, baby? So 65% passing on the year, 10 touchdowns rushing. 10 touchdowns passing, 4 touchdowns rushing, 4 INTs. Player comp. Now, listen, I know Cameron Ransom has been like their starting quarterback for the past couple of games, but I don't think I don't think he's going to start this game. I think Luke Sprague is going to start this game. If you watch the Mississippi Valley game, he's a big 6'5", 6'6". Was he a lefty? No, Cam is a lefty. Luke is a right-handed thrower. He throw a lot of ducks, man. Hey, TD, them balls were looking like Peyton Manning his last year in Denver.
Hey, man. Hey.
I was a fan of Peyton Manning during that time, but it was duck hunting season, bro. You know what I'm saying? And he's not mobile. This young man right here is mobile. He's also the leading rusher. So if you see number 1 go in the game, just know that he's a threat on the ground, Brother Renzo. You see his stats. I mean, he's pretty much down the middle. I mean, they're a 1-win team. But again, if you don't play assignment football, good tough-nosed defense, and then they got the young sophomore here, Mr. Jenkins, who caught a touchdown against Valley. He's their leading receiver. Doesn't say a whole lot with the stats, but you guys know what Mr. Mulligan can do. You also know what Jonas Fortillion can do. You also know what the general can do. Let's get into the game, man. Let's talk about it. I'll start with you, Zoe. So I know you kind of want to jump into it right away, but if you can, we got 536 in the room. I don't know if everybody heard you because when he was talking, it was like 400. So let's go into the breakdown of this game, and then TD will come let you jump in there as well, and then we'll dissect it and see where it goes.
Well, look, when it comes to it, I mean, look, notwithstanding, man, we know what their record is. They won their first game last week against Mississippi Valley, and they've been struggling as of late, but they've had some bright spots in some certain games. They lost a game to Clark, a game they should have won. They probably could have changed the outlook on some other games. And contrary to what some of you guys may think, it's hard to get up when you're not winning. It's like we always say sports is a great, metaphor for life. And like in real life, man, if you're not having a lot of success, it's hard to keep getting up and keep striving at something and you're not seeing the results. And so I commend those guys because they haven't tanked. They won a division game against Valley, and they still have yet to play any other Eastern Division opponents. They haven't played Alabama State, haven't played FAM, haven't played Alcorn. So they have those games in tow. But right now, man, they are struggling. I mean, we're not going to sugarcoat it. Look, they're only averaging 18 points a game. They're 1.3 points less than what FAMU is. But on defense, man, they're giving up next to last in conference. They're giving up 38 points a game, right? And so when we talk about, what they do as a team, I mean, it's all across the board, man. I mean, rushing offense, man, they're averaging a little bit better than FAMU. They're averaging 101 yards a game rushing on offense.
Mm-hmm.
Defense, they dead last in the conference. They worse than FAMU. Giving up 241 yards a game rushing the ball.
Mm.
We get to passing. A lot of the same thing, man. Passing, getting 156 yards a game on offense, man, but on defense, worse than the conference. 246 yards passing. I mean, it's not good. Defensive efficiency on passing, they're next to last. You know what I'm saying? Their efficiency is 160, really. They gave up 14 touchdowns, the second most in the conference. Defensive touchdowns they've given up. On offense, man, excuse me, they're ninth. They only got 5 touchdowns passing on the season. 5. 5. I mean, so, again, we talk about pathways to success. I mean, they don't really have it either. But again, their record speaks to that. So, but be it as it may, we're not just going to walk on the field and win that game.
That's right.
Because I'm telling you, it's their homecoming.
Mm-hmm.
And they got a little bit of success last week. You can say what you want about Penn Valley, but I'm telling you, If we don't come into this game with our head tight, we'll get our head filled up our ass. I'm telling you, because this game is the most important game. I'm not going to say because it's the next game, which is true, but this game in particular is the absolute most important game of the season because it's going to tell you everything you need to know about this Jackson State University Tiger team this season. Because, again, it's how you handle success because we've already eclipsed the demon from last season. And so we had that high. Now you got to muster that energy back up again for this week against Bethune-Cookman. It's easier to overlook them because we come home next weekend. Ken, what's next week?
Homecoming.
See what I'm saying? It's easy to overlook it because we got homecoming next week. And next week going to be a tough game too. But we'll jump into that. But again, we can't say it because it's Bethune-Cookman. They only got one win against Valley. We're going to walk on the field and we'll get that dub. And I'm going to go and say this because I never say this, Ken. I'm going to take a page out of your book because I really feel like it's going to be a tough game for us because I think we got to get up for it. If we come out here and dominate this team like we're supposed to, I have no doubt we'll win the rest of the games on our schedule. But if we come into this game, if we win by 3 points, I'm going to take your page. If they score 24 points, I just want 25. Because I'm telling you, it's going to be hard to get back up to match them. On the road, homecoming, overlooking them for our homecoming. I'm telling you, this is the true definition of a trap game. And every team has one. I'm telling y'all, this is a prototypical trap game. So if we don't struggle and we dominate like we're supposed to, I guarantee you we're going to run rush out over everybody else on their schedule. If not, get L.
So I'll say this, and I'm not even going to go. I'm going to let TD jump in. I think there's two things that's being emphasized. I haven't had the pleasure of being there this week to listen to the coaches talk to the players. But if I'm taking a wild guess, TD and Zoe, it's two things that the coaching staff is emphasizing to the players this year, this week. Number one is turnovers because we had 4 of them on Saturday. Number 2 is complacency.
Yep.
It's two. Both of those things are mental. Both of them. Focus. Now, obviously, turnovers are physical, but I'm just saying it's you said they played Alabama A&M. I ain't looked at their previous games just yet. I'll go through that in just a second, Avis. But my point is, all I'm saying is, let me say it this way. Don't start smelling yourself. That's one in turnovers. Now, there's going to be everything else. I really and truly believe in our staff. They're learning on the go as well. But one thing I do like a lot, TD, is y'all see how fiery those coaches are, man. And they, I love Coach Callie James, Javancy Jones. Coach Manny is really still the most important coach, in my opinion, when it comes to the latter part of this season as we get ready to go into the meat and potatoes of the rest of the grinded out part of the schedule, the back nine, we should say, where the offensive line is going to be critical. If you can take your offensive line on the road with you, you can beat anybody. That means I can smash mouth football, and I just think when you play to the averages, if we got the best O-line and you got the worst rushing defense with the best running back in the league, you're in a world of trouble. Now, what coach does from a game plan standpoint, we're going to see. We're going to see. But, TD, I'm going to deal to you, and then I'm curious to hear what you have to say about it because I know you had a chance to watch it as well. Go ahead.
Before I get into the breakdown of the game, I would like to ask you gentlemen, the people, in the chat, have you ever had like an energy drink? Do they work?
They do.
You had like a Red Bull or what?
Now, Zoe, they work. But see, you had a different lifestyle at the time. You were working goddamn 13, 16 hours a day. Hey, Zoe could have drunk a pot of coffee and went straight to sleep.
Right.
It wouldn't have made no difference. You could have gave that drunk a double shot of espresso. And he would have chugged that shit like water and went and laid down. But go ahead, TD. I think I know where you're going. Go ahead, bro.
Right, definitely. So once you drink that energy drink, it puts you on a high. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It get you up, get you ready to go, get you energized, you ready to play, you ready to do whatever you need to do, you take the test, whatever it is. So once you're on that high, it only lasts so long. Then you come down. What do you do when that rush is gone? FAMU was our high. They was our rush. They was our energy drink. You know what I'm saying? For not only the player, for the coaches as well. So now that high is gone, the sugar that was in your system or whatever chemicals they have in those cans is no longer in your body. How you get yourself generated to get back to where you need to be? To me, this is going to be a test of grit, guts, and tell exactly what the team is all about. I said the past 2 weeks that we still hadn't seen yet the best of our team. So we played a good game.
I saw that. Keep going.
Yeah.
Break another one, TD.
Jump back on there.
Hey, hold on. Don't interrupt. Eventually, what's gonna happen is you still gonna get to TD's point, because you either gonna keep drinking damn Red Bulls or your ass gonna kill over. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to stop drinking them. Go ahead, bro. Keep going.
Hey, man, you can't keep. Hey, but look, here's the thing, man. That test, the reason you wanted that fix is gone. I mean, the reason you wanted that fix, which would be FAMU for that get back, is done. You know what I'm saying? So not only are you coming off a high from playing the other best team in SWAC East, now you're going to playing one of the lower teams in the SWAC East. So now it's easy to get caught and take situations for granted. The reason I say it is going to be challenging for both the players and the coaches, because now you got to get the players back up on that high without having those chemicals in your system, because FAMU ain't coming out on the field Saturday. So now you got to get the players back up on that high. Not only that, the coach got to get themselves together get themselves together as well. Because here's the thing. We all know about the talent that JSU possesses over there on 1400 J.R. Lynch Street.
Right.
And I still don't think that we're seeing it all. I think there's way more in the bag. It's time for us to really find out, do we have that killer mentality to go and do what we need to do for the rest of the season? If we go out there and kind of do like we did against Alabama A&M, get a big lead, and then, scale it down, then we ain't got that killer mentality yet. And Tigers hunt.
Hey, you damn sure right. Hey, let me jump one thing in there real quick, man.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that I feel like, if you look at all the polls, TD, and I know that you said it don't really matter, all the HBCU polls don't have Jack State number one right now, even after beating FAMU, who many had as number one. So what the coaches ought to be telling the players, which I'm sure that they are, is that you still ain't being looked at as the best team in the conference right now. So we got a lot of work to do. You know what I'm saying? Right. We got a lot of work to do. And let's be for real about something. That game wasn't the best game that we could have played, because if we really played the best game, TD, we had 4 turnovers, we had 2 missed field goals, we had 3 missed assignments actually that gave up points. So if you really just want to look at it, we got a lot of work to do, and we still beat them 35-21. It could have been a blowout. It should have been a blowout. But like you said, and like we all said, we don't have the boom this weekend. How many fans are going to have travel to Daytona, right? So are you going to be able to look over there and see that crowd? What if the crowd is thin? What if the majority of the fans in the stands got on what if you hear
go hard though.
You see what I'm saying?
It go hard.
Let's go.
I love it. Go hard.
My point is, what happens when you in fucking Daytona Beach, Florida, with no boom, a thin fan base? You coming off an emotional high from FAMU, and you got a 1-5 team sitting across from you that you got to just have some. You got to have some want to kick ass inside of you. That's your point. You were saying you got that dog. The Tigers hunt. Keep going.
Yeah. Because you know what? They drinking those energy drinks, because now they FAMU.
You got that right.
Shit, they need them.
The coaches coaching for their job, because if they can beat Jackson State, they can stay their season. They got 2 games they trying to win. Jackson State and FAMU, the Florida Classic. Keep going.
Yeah. And so far as the stacks, man, I like the stacks, but to me, you know, far as the polls, you know, are concerned. Now, y'all just follow me on this. The polls to me is like a nice looking, like a nice looking married lady, just good to look at. You can't do nothing else with. You know what I'm saying? That was the polls. Well, Zoe, I'm talking about.
You can't do nothing else with it. Keep going.
You're not supposed to. I put it that way.
You can't do nothing. You can't do nothing with her. She's a faithful, pretty married woman. She ain't gonna do nothing. Keep going.
So they, you know, you just can look and go. You know, but it's good. You know what I'm saying? You know, they are good to look at. It's good to know where you rank and how people feel about you. But you know what I'm saying? You just keep moving on with that. But now, do you want me to give my breakdown of the game, or you want to go? We'll get a breakdown later.
I'm gonna jump in here real quick, and then we'll go into the breakdown here in just a second. Real quick, first game of the season for Bethune-Cookman, they lost 48-3 to South Florida. They lost 31-2 to Mercer. They lost 59-31 to Western Michigan. They lost to Clark Atlanta 38-37, which they was actually up 38-7. I want to say they was up 37-7, I think. 37-3 or something like that. Then they lost 26-21 to Bethune-Cookman, which was a close game. No, to Alabama State. My mistake. And then they got shellacked by Alabama A&M 56-12. They played them right after Alabama A&M played us. Xavier Langford went off. You know what I'm saying? 3 rushing touchdowns, 1 pass touchdown. Monster game. Then they just got their first win, 20-10 versus Mississippi Valley. That game is actually closer than what it should have been. Mississippi Valley actually could have scored. They were on the goal line and they got stopped. Man, my goodness, Mississippi Valley's center, my goodness, he should have been rolling the whole field for the whole evening, because the amount of time, I'm not gonna lie, it's literally almost impossible to make a case. It is. I think this is all about us not going out there and doing the obvious stupid thing. We don't want to go out there and shoot ourselves in the foot. What I'm not finna do is I'm not finna say that we're not gonna have another Grambling game, because I said that right before we played FAMU, and we damn near went out there and repeated what we did at Grambling with 4 turnovers. We gotta take care of the football. We gotta come out. Coach Beef says this a lot, TD. His own 24-hour rule. 24-hour rule. It's a lot of football left to be played. You lose 2 games, it's over with. So, but I think we go out there and we handle business. I want to bring up one thing. Last year, this was a hard game to win at home, right? This team the roster isn't too much different. There is some differences. They added some players, and they lost a few of them, but this was a hard game to win, 22-16, and it was a losable game until Herb Mulligan broke that touchdown. You know what I'm saying? But even with that, it was still a 6-point game. A 6-point game against a team that, you know what I mean? So they got some things that can hurt us. You know what I'm saying? When you got a quarterback that can spin it, if he get it out of his hand a little quicker than which I think he can. But the talent gap, there's a big talent gap. There's a big momentum gap. We just got to go out there and play our game and really just play tough-nosed defense. Defense should travel. Trench play should travel. You are who you are, and we go out there and do what we got to do. Go ahead, Zoe.
This game is going to present a great test for us that I think that can probably, well, I'm not going to say a test, a great quiz to see if we've learned a lesson. And what I mean by that is, by all accounts, we know we should dominate this game, right? Let's just say, for example, we do come in, our head is right. Let's say we jump on them early, because that's what we've been known to do. The great quiz that this game and this team will present to see if we've learned our lesson will be if we get up big in the first half, how we respond and what that looked like in the second half.
Right.
That's going to be a great quiz for us to see if we've learned our lesson, to see if we can ace that test. The reason why I think this game will present that because it's their homecoming, and if we do jump up, and let's say we actually do, Ken, let's say that we do actually, master the test, and that's why I go back and always say that this game will tell us everything we need to know about this particular team because we know what the team is, right? The data's there. We know we're a running team. We know we have a good defense. We know we can score. We know all these other ancillary parts. But the main thing in totality, what it's going to tell us is what this team is because we know there's some data that to say, okay, and the reason why I say this is because we turned the tide last week. We know, hey, Jack State jumps up early. We let teams come back and get back in the fold. Hey, last week, the biggest game of the season was what? Jack State gets ahead early. FAMU makes adjustments, and they're a second-half team. Well, we righted it wrong because we reversed that last week, right? We made the adjustments, and we shut them out in the second half. So that's one thing that we've already corrected. So we know that we're capable of doing that, right? So now we're going to this game, and the only thing that needs to be determined, because we know we turn the ball over, minimize those turnovers, because we know if we don't turn the ball over, we're going to win the game. Minimize those turnovers, but if we jump up early, for us to see how we're going to look without relinquishing the lead or letting somebody come back in and take care of business and dominate the game, that's going to be the total test to tell us exactly what we are, and we'll know at that point we are a championship caliber team on our way to reclaim the championship that's ours.
Correct.
TD, I know you're gonna jump in. Hey, brother Max, how you doing, man? Welcome to the show.
What's going on, Jay? What's going on, Ken?
How you doing, man?
Man, I'm calling out of Atlanta, Georgia. I'm from the Atlanta alumni chapter out here.
Hey, man, shout out to the alumni chapter. Tell little Sylvester I said what's up, man.
Oh, yeah, Sylvester, Durbin, all them. Yeah, that's my clique.
What part
of AU in?
I'm in downtown Atlanta, bro. I'm in Atlanta.
I was this spur.
It's like when they say you from Detroit, or you from Detroit. I'm from Atlanta. I'm right down the street from the Bluff, bro. I live around the white folks though.
Okay. I'm thinking ain't no Bluffs no more.
Yeah, but yeah, it's a new Bluff. It's Bluffhead. We call it Bluffhead.
Wow.
It's like Buckhead. They didn't change it, bro. You know how it is.
Yeah. What's going on?
Yeah, man, I'm a diehard Jackson State fan. That's clear. But you know, my thing is, man, the quarterbacking, bro.
Okay.
Man, we left 20 points on the board. Now, come on now. You the starting quarterback, bro. You can't be running out the football hanging out like that, bro.
Yeah.
And we know we're going to get the football punched out. You know, that's as a running back, you got a ball safety, bro.
Mm-hmm.
We should have been up by 50. You can't go up playing like that, bro. That's what we left a lot. We left too many points on that.
Do you think that our quarterback, because he had 3 turnovers, but that's I think that's more of an anomaly more so than
you want my personal opinion?
The Grambling game, but I don't. He's never really put the ball in harm's way like that, so it's kind of uncharacteristic in my opinion. But go ahead, what's your thoughts? Let me hear you.
Well, this is my opinion. I just don't think he's always there. Sometimes he's too lax for me. You got ball control is the first thing that you got to be in your mind. You the quarterback, bro. To me, he's just too relaxed. I love him now. I love it when we win. I'm a Falcons fan too, so on both sides.
Yeah, hey, that's easy to do.
But ball control, bro. You got to be always cause. Come on, bro. You can't just run out the ball hanging out your arm like that, man. You know better than that.
Now I think in that play, now let me challenge you on that because I went back and watched the game.
Right.
That wasn't. I thought that too when I was watching it on the sideline. I don't know if you watched the game. The defender came on the other side. He actually made a hell of a play.
He blindsided. Yeah.
He was when he was running. It wasn't like he had it out like Vic. He actually had it close to his body, and he was looking down the field. And the guy come up behind him, and when he get ready to hit him, he hit the ball. So, it happens. It happens. But that's our guy. You know what I'm saying? So we I don't think you can be more hard on him than he is on himself.
Well, and I'm not being hard on him. I'm just saying that, fam, you didn't have nothing for us. They didn't have no run game. They passed and they beat us on some deep passes because we wasn't ready for it. You know, our cornerbacks. You know, and I see it happen a lot because, but fam, you don't have a good football team. We just played bad.
We played bad and won. I'll take.
We'll take. Let me say
the one. No. Let me say this. We played we gave up a little bit in the first half, but then the second half we played a lot better, including.
I agree.
Now, this is what I always say to anybody, because we talking football, we damn sure ain't gonna bash no players, and I'm not saying that's what you're doing.
And I didn't mean to do that. I just want
I'm with you on that. I just want to make sure that I say that, because that's something we don't do it, and we. But I will say this though. My thing is this: if I'm gonna mention what ain't done right, I'm also credit what credit is due, and I like the way he adjusted and made it a game. He put the game on his back, and he ran when he needed to run, and his feet got him to where he needed to get to. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thoughts on that. I'm gonna let y'all come on in this thing. Talk about the mid-star. I mean, listen, he's a 65% passer.
Yeah,
that wasn't his best outing, but I also saw him play against ULM where he had 3 incomplete. He had a few incompletions, and one of the interceptions was somebody dropped. So
I saw that too.
It happens, you know. So go ahead.
I was gonna say this. I'll bet the difference down the middle when it comes to fam. It's not that fam is a good. I think fam is actually a good team. I think what it shows is just that we're better. You know, it sounds crazy a lot of times for me and Ken to say something, because obviously we're JSU supporters, so naturally we're being biased, right? So,
yeah, right.
When I tell everybody, like, this team is loaded, you know, and I wasn't being biased when I said that. Like, if you take every team in the SWAC, now mind you, Jack State offense is leading the conference in scoring. We're second in scoring defense, right? But I want you to know, Jackson State, as it stands right now, we're down our 3 starting wide receivers and our starting tight end. How many can overcome that and still produce the way that we're producing? This is a rarity. It speaks to the talent that we have on this team. So when you saw those recruiting rankings, it wasn't happenstance. It wasn't malarkey. It was legit. Like right now, we have 9 commitments for the next year's team. Forget HBCUs. There's not really any FCS schools doing that. So I'm telling you right now, we're going to have the best recruiting class in the country next season. Not HBCU, in the country. We're already leading toward that.
It was almost say this. I live in Atlanta. It's a lot of kids that play football out here. Every time they see my jersey, my jacket, man, you went to Jackson State. That's the team, man. We hook them up, bro. It's a lot of people want to play for Jackson State. We're the HBCU to go to right now. We always have been, though, in my opinion. But I'm biased too.
The other thing to that too, though, is that, you know, when it comes to Jacobian, you know, look, I definitely want to give him grace on this, because, you know, to your point, you know, he had a bad game. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, and I'm biased when it comes to Jacobian. I'm a Jacobian fan. He had a bad game, but the thing that I liked in it was that this is why I use the term game manager when I say it's not a disrespectful term, because he managed the game in the second half. Like Ken stated, he saw that I'm struggling here, but how can I be an asset and lead my troops to victory? Because guess what? The defense ball, but trust me, in that second half, even though he had those turnovers, my man made a conscious decision. I'm gonna put the team on my back from an offensive standpoint, and I'm gonna get us down here. Because again, he willed himself with his legs.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? To assist us to get that W. And again, the team goes where he takes us.
Hey, Zoe, can I say this though?
Shoot.
Let me say. I think now y'all gonna sit there and laugh, but I believe this. I think Jacobian is just as good as Shador. He just had the urgency.
I don't think that's a funny thing. I think
he's a good quarterback. He got to have that, but he don't have that. He just kind of lays back a little bit.
I ain't gonna say he don't have it. I'm saying
he has it.
I know. This is that thing right there that you're talking about though. Is actually an asset.
Yeah,
it's actually an asset. He's poised. He don't get too high, too low. He don't get too rattled. And I understand the theatrics and the rah-rah. He's chill, man. He chill, he cool as the other side of the pillar. And all I'm gonna say is that Jacobian Morgan is the best quarterback in the conference, man. And he can have a bad game. I stand on it. I don't care what nobody say. I'm talking about full total package. Now I do want to say this because I know Tim. I'm gonna let TD jump in on this because I want him to give his thoughts. When you add up his game time on the field including Syracuse, I think he's equated to about one season.
Yep.
One.
I agree.
One college season. All I'm saying to you guys is that Coleman got another year of football in him. And I'm saying if we do what I think we gonna do, and that is win these next 5 ball games. Y'all hear me now?
Now, I want y'all. Let me interrupt you. I think the young man, he's a great quarterback.
I know where you at. I know where you at.
I think he's NFL. I think he's NFL quality quarterback.
I think so too.
All he got to do is if he turned that switch.
Well, this is where
I know he got it. I know he got it.
This is where the development piece comes into play. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? And that is actually happening. You get into the offseason, you get Shedeur definitely has a great quarterback coach. That's not Matt Hell. Shedeur got a quarterback coach that goes with him. He's with him everywhere he goes.
Travel with him. You're right.
He's with him everywhere he goes, and that's unique because he like that. But
Tom Brady training him too. You know, he got a lot. Yeah.
The development matters. But all I'm trying to say is this, man, is that the young man, I think he'll be the SWAC Offensive Player of the Year. And if he, returns to Jack State, he'll be the preseason Offensive Player of the Year. I think we went through the roughest part of the schedule, and he also didn't start 3 games. So when you get into that factor, when you get this, you can say his rhythm got disrupted. That you cannot deny that and say that he go out and do what he do against ULM, and then he's not starting the next game by coach's call, and then now you got to find your rhythm. You jump into that Grambling game, you're cold. We already talked about that on previous shows. It is Now you start finding your rhythm. I think the FAMU game also had a lot to do with that energy drink TD was talking about. When you ready for a game, your adrenaline can tend to do this. Y'all know how it is when you get hot.
Yeah, I play basketball. So you get out there, you're too hyped for the game. Now you're messing up.
But I always, my motto is what you gonna do next. Same thing I told Day. He did it in the game. He had a shaky first half, 7 straight incompletions at one point, couple of turnovers. He did fumble the ball on that. It was questionable, but they called it a fumble. It was what it was. But after that, he was like, you know what? Screw this shit. I'm finna just run these, get these first downs. I ain't finna force nothing. And we're going to win this game. And that's what we did. TD, come on, get in there.
We always, first of all, Mr. Max Mead, thank you for joining us tonight. How you doing?
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
Good,
and I didn't want to come off like I was judging my players. I bleed blue, baby. I bleed.
We're talking football, baby. It's cool.
Yeah. You're good, because some of the stuff that you're saying, may need to be heard. You're entitled to your opinion.
Right.
But what I want to say is I always judge sports itself, the game, no matter what sport it is, especially football, it's the ultimate, to me, game of life. I always live by that. You know what I'm saying? You have your highs, lows, up and down. You gotta have some difficulties. You gotta work when you don't want to work. And most of all, you have to overcome adversity. In life, you have to overcome adversity. Whether you're having problems on your job, or the doctor telling you this, you have to find a way to change your eating, your habits, whatever the case may be. You have some form of adversity in your life. But what does adversity do? It make you better, make you stronger, if you're willing to go with the fight.
Mm-hmm.
So if you look at everything that Ken just said, when you break down the number of the games that he played, the games that he did start, he's still only about 300 to 400 yards for being the top passer, in the conference. And that goes to that.
I think he's the best quarterback in the conference.
I definitely think so. By far, everything else that you said, I concur with. But with that being said, in hindsight, this game was needed. His performance was needed, because if you're riding high all the time, what you do when you get to the lows?
Yeah, where's the improvement at?
That adversity. So it happens to a lot of teams that always winning. They get to the end and somebody smack them in the mouth, and they don't know how to overcome it.
Yeah, I agree.
So now, and then you name a situation in life where everything was perfect. You know what I'm saying?
I totally agree with you, brother.
Right.
He's also a Jackson State Tiger. We got a rabid, passionate fan base, and he knows that. He grew up in it. He lived in it.
Yeah, and I'm from Carlton, bro. I grew up.
All I'm saying, I'm just saying, to TD's point, some games like this are needed because it makes you stronger in the end. I just would tell all the fans that this right here now. Just remember that when you go out there and have that 400-yard game with that high, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's still the same quarterback. And no two games are going to look the same. And then sometimes you just got to get a defense credit, bro. The defense made a good play.
Right. Yeah, our defense.
Run that he made, old boy put his hat on the ball.
Yeah, he did.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? Now, the interception was a hell of a damn play by Bowler, a first-team all-SWAC DB that's a pro. Bowler's a pro. So that tells you, look, you can't have a half a second timing. I'll say this: stop arming your throws, bro. Put some a little bit more hip in that thing.
I agree with that too.
You know what I'm saying? When you got a big arm and you highly talented, sometimes you lean on your talent more than your technique, and that comes with reps and that comes with growth. And I take it. I take it in the L. I take it in the dub any type of day, and I know he's gonna be better next game. But go ahead.
Now I let Zoe and all y'all, man. I love to hear y'all talk. But there's one bad thing about me. When I put on that blue and white, bro,
you get crazy. You get crazy. You like the rest of us.
Ain't nobody better than Jackson State.
That's like the rest of us.
I don't like leaving one touchdown on. I don't want 1 point.
We want to kill a gnat with a sledgehammer. I know exactly what you mean.
When we say by 40, we mean by 40.
5.
5. Because we these Jackson State, baby. Because we ain't gonna prove it unless we put 40 on them.
That's why they don't like us, man. That's already why they don't like us. That as long as we do it respectfully, look, it is what it is. We're gonna talk man. Let me tell you, there is a fine line between talking football and being disrespectful and downright just tearing players down. We talking football. There's nothing wrong with talking football. Yeah. So people think when we say don't bash players, we're talking about people going out there being extremely disgusting and nasty online and saying like we not gonna go down that road again. But we talking football.
I'm sorry.
Listen,
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna shut up, I promise. When you come and play the position, we just had Shedeur Sanders at quarterback 2 years ago. And I think Shedeur kind of spoiled us a little bit because we had KC-1400. We had the swagger of a Robert Kent. You get what I'm saying? We had a Clayton Moore who actually went to 2 straight SWAC championships. He didn't win, but he took us there. When you talk about T.C. Taylor, all the history, Ricky Jordan, Mark Washington, I mean, the list goes on and on, man. I ain't gonna name everybody, but y'all know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
the point that I'm making is when you the signal caller for the Jack State University, it comes with we have a very mature fan base like yourself. And you guys have seen a lot of great years of football, man. A lot of great years of football. And the Magic Man, Jimmy Oliver. And when we have great quarterback play, we win. And I think what you're saying in a nutshell is that we winning. But boy, if we can just get this little tidbit right here more.
The way we're supposed to be winning.
Yeah, there you go. It's gonna make us dominant. And there's nothing wrong with that.
It's like if you are a 12th grader and you playing with second graders.
Damn.
So that's the way I look at the rest of the people our competition. We are Jackson State, bro.
So basically, you see great potential there, and we're not getting all the potential that we have.
That's what I'm saying. I know how good our team is.
Right.
I know everybody that plays for Jackson State, they could have went to any other SWAC. They went to the top SWAC school.
Right.
I know them boys got talent.
Boy, you been
I don't want them to win. I'm like Dion. I want them to dominate. Now, I ain't gonna go into Dion, but I want them to dominate. That's the only thing I will agree with Dion on. Before Dion got to Jackson State, we was always JSU. So when them boys when they put that uniform on, when they put that blue and white on, you rep Jackson State. You don't slow down.
I'm gonna just tell y'all something. Whoever go after this. Jacoby Morgan win that Celebration Bowl, man. I ain't trying to hear none of that shit. I'm just telling y'all. We ain't got a quarterback in the history that done won Celebration Bowl. And it's been in play for a long time. How many years Celebration Bowl been around?
I don't know.
Played it too.
14 years. Yeah. But I know the last time they were there and they lost, I bought all the team a steak dinner, a mulligan, all of them. Yeah, but the point is, we got a good team. I know we're going to win the Celebration Bowl.
You know it?
Bro,
it sounds good when you say it, man.
I believe that, bro. I know my team.
What part of Atlanta you say you live in?
I live in downtown, bro. I live in the Atlanta. I live when you can't go to the parking lot without your pistol. That's where I live at. But you know how it is.
That's all over Atlanta.
Yeah, pretty much. Hey, Jackson too, bro. You know, hey. I grew up on Northside Drive.
Hey, Derek. Hey, bro. Not just spam you. All 11 of them. The coalition now. Okay. I hate to see him over there in the MEAC. I bet you Big Worm would take him too. Yeah.
No. Hey, on the real, bro. Atlanta's way more safer than Jackson. Now, don't y'all fool yourself now. When I come to homecoming, I be ducking and dodging, bro. Like, hey,
I got to challenge you on that. I don't know about that.
I'm joking. No, Atlanta.
I'm playing, but listen, we can do that because that's home. But there's already too many people that be thinking that it's like that. It ain't as bad as
no. Well, no. Listen. Every city's dangerous, man.
There you go.
So Max,
if you slipping, you slipping.
Give me a takes on this Bethune-Cookman game.
Yeah.
Well, that's the most dangerous game we got. Because you can't take them for granted. When you come in there assuming them already beat you, that's when you lose a lot of time. When you come in there lax. We're gonna run through, but today you looking past Bethune-Cookman. That's still a football team. Them boys ain't high school players. Now they pissed off. Everybody laughing at them. They got something to prove.
Well, you just called them second graders, though, man. So you got to figure out.
I'm talking about.
You know, hey, you join the show. You got to get this work, baby. I'm just telling you. Keep going, though. Keep going.
When I say all the rest of them like second graders, we talking about the SWAC, the MEAC, and all that. Jackson State is the premier black college in the nation.
Sound good when you see it.
Yeah, not HU, not Howard, all this. When you say J State, everybody knows J State is. It ain't about Dion. It's about our pride that we have in our university.
Hey, I'll say this.
Maybe I drunk the Kool-Aid in 1995 when I left Jackson State.
No,
I was proud to get mine, bro.
Well, listen, when we get done, at the end of the day, man, I've always said, and I'm pretty sure everybody on the screen, we ain't second to nobody. We don't feel like nobody is better than us. You know what I'm saying? Because when you put it close to, if you gave, I'm gonna just say this, and we stand on this. If you get Jackson State with Ole Miss and Mississippi State and USM, it'd be a long day for them. I'm just telling you what it is. I know the Mississippi State Bulldogs and the Ole Miss, they can't do what we do, and that ain't no knock. I'm just saying the resources are on a different stratosphere.
Well,
opportunities to Jackson State and see how great we could be. And I'm telling you, from a stand, it just wouldn't be the same. Go ahead, bro.
I'm gonna say something. When you go to Ole Miss and Texas A&M and Vanderbilt, that's where you went to school at. When you go to JSU, that's family.
That's facts, bro.
It's a big difference. So they'll never have what we have.
Let me say this, man. You got two things that's special about Jackson State Tigers, bro. Number one, it resides in the blackest city in America. Now, why is that important? The world tells us that that's a bad thing, but I'm just trying to tell y'all that it's not, because it also resides in the hospitality state. One thing that's always we good folk, man. Go ask the people who was in Jackson this past weekend. How was their time? That's us every day. That wasn't no facade. That wasn't no front. We good. We gonna make sure you're straight. I found out some stuff today that I ain't know. Hell, if we had known, look, man, we can't have. Let me put this out here, man. To our brothers in this creative space, TD, I appreciate what you did because I found out what you did. Man, if y'all coming this way and y'all need something, man, y'all gotta say that beforehand, bro. You follow what I'm talking about? Because if you connect with us and you need something, man, we ain't gonna let you come out here raggedy like that. You follow what I'm saying? We're gonna make sure you're good to go.
Zoe and Ken, and you talk about Mississippi, and I tell people that
I'm not done. I'm gonna say this.
I'm sorry, Ken.
All the way down to where you lay your head at, man.
Yep.
This is what I'm saying, bro. Man, it's Roach Motels everywhere you go. But if all the money you got is to get you in a Roach Motel, you got to say something, bro, because we're gonna tell you, look, you can do a little bit better than that. And don't be too prideful. Holler at the crew, man. We move as a group for a reason. You see what I'm saying? It's family over here, man. If we can help in some type of way, we'll do that. I thought we've shown that on this screen several times. You know what I mean? So I just want to put that out there. Y'all may not know what I'm talking about, but if it hit home, I guarantee it's gonna hit like it need to. Go ahead, bro. I'm done with that.
Well, Ken, I'm gonna say that. So, y'all, it's a lot of people on your timeline probably know me though, Ken. I grew up in Carthage, Mississippi, man.
Carthage,
50 miles above. Go up 20.
Over by Mississippi State.
Yeah, no, you ain't got to go that far. Just go 40 miles up 25.
25, baby.
You're going to run into Carthage. I moved to Atlanta in 1995 when I graduated with $175 in my pocket. I run in one of the largest oil companies in the Southeast. All my family from Mississippi know what I do. They'll probably say something in a minute.
Yes, sir.
Surprise, and I tell people that what I learned at Jackson State is what made me.
Okay.
It's good people in Mississippi. Mississippi is some of the best people you ever met in your life.
Yeah, you better say it.
I've been called an N-word everywhere, but I ain't never been called one in Mississippi, and that's even by white folks. We have a different relationship, but we ain't got that relationship where they call. You go to Texas, they'll call you something.
Hey, you know what's funny? That's actually my reality.
It's the truth. I grew up there.
So I was working. Y'all know I live in Austin, Texas, and I was working ice cream company, man. Part of my territory, TD. I'm up there, Waco. I think it was Lorena. I think it was. Man, I'm over there. You know, I'm at one of the Bush's Chicken, man, because one of my employees was at the Dollar General. I had a little 12-year-old kid, man. I'm sitting in there chilling. I'm by myself. It blew my mind, man. Run up out that dude's a hard ER on the way out the door. Before I know it, man, I just reacted. Next thing you know, I jumped up, went out there, said, "Hey, man, come here, bro." I said, "Hey, you, come here." I said, "Man, what the hell did you just say?" He was like, man, I went out with that boy so bad, man. The lady come out there, and I might have shared that story at one point in time, but I was blown away, man. I was like, man, and then, I actually went ahead and I said, "Listen, I'm gonna show you little grace, man." I ain't gonna say what I said. I said some very.
But I probably know what you said. But yeah.
Basically, I was saying, listen, there's a lot of stuff come behind that word, and I know you don't know no better. I said, because you are too young to understand the magnitude of that word. So what I'm telling you is, I know you done been around some folk, probably your mama and your daddy, that talk like that. I said, but that type of stuff right there gets you in trouble, man. You know what I'm saying? And the lady come out and I told her what it was. I said, I'm gonna go. I said some very, very specific stuff. And I went on ahead and left because I knew where I was, what type of time it was. That was the end of my day. I said, man, I need to go on back down here to ATX, man. Because I got to come around here, man.
That's what I tell young players when they like, man, I don't want to go to Mississippi. I said, son, I grew up in Mississippi. You ain't got to worry about that.
Hey, y'all heard that video when the Boone was walking in, didn't you? I'll just tell you, it was 1,400 times worse than that. But go ahead.
Yeah, I tell them all the time, racism is everywhere, bro. But one place it ain't in Jackson.
Yeah, it is.
Now we don't deal with it. Them students, they in their house. We got when you come to Jackson State, you cover.
That's another conversation though. It's there, but it's how it's there. But we ain't gonna go down there.
Well, I've been like I've been to Orange, Texas. I know how it is when you go to Texas A&M. I know how they gonna treat you.
Facts. Bryan College Station, terrible.
Yeah, that's where I was at. That's what I'm trying to say. Beaumont and all that area, Orange, Texas.
Go ahead.
So go ahead.
I mean, only thing I want to say, you know, I don't ever really speak on this because it is what it is. When people say, again, I don't do the social media stuff and everything people have to say about Jackson and whatever goes on. But I'm gonna say this: anywhere in these United States,
you better tell it.
You go to the wrong place.
Yep.
You mess with the wrong people. If you do the wrong thing, you're going to get your issue. Jackson is no exception. You come to the game, do what you need to do, fine. But if you find yourself in them little cracks and corners, hey, that's on you.
That's well said, bro. I ain't laughing at what you said, but the cracks and corners is probably
it's facts, man. It's facts. It's facts.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's in any city. I mean, that's all I feel.
Zoe don't know nothing about this, man.
No, Zoe know everything.
He was over there.
Zoe my guy, though, man. Zoe, come on. What you got to say, Joe?
Zoe come from over there out Beasley Road, man. You know, the bougie folk.
Oh, yeah. Callaway. You know about
Callaway folk, man.
Yeah.
They think they better than everybody in the city. It was the brown paper bag. You know, we were the darkies was over there at Merle and all the light-skinned folk was at Callaway.
by North Collins. By North Collins, you know.
Woodley, Woodhaven.
Yeah, I had a little condo over there, Zoe.
Look, I ain't like skin, so
I'm teasing, bro. I'm teasing.
Hey, it was so bad, man. When I went to Jackson State, I know I went to Thomastown, a little small black school. I would tell women I went to Callaway because, like, hey, Zoe, I even stole y'all school for a while, man.
really.
If you went to Callaway, bro, you got all the chicks. I figured that out real quick.
Jasmine, I'm gonna just say this. I'm in a. It was, bad and bougie, but bougie.
I ain't gonna beat the road.
But yeah, Ken Zoe, man, I appreciate y'all taking my call, man.
Max, I will say this to you, man. I grew up the street. I mean, I grew up down the highway from Canton. So
that's what's up, bro.
I knew you was talking about from the door. So, you know,
you know where Thomastown at then, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Ken and Zoe, I went to a black school. It was the only black school, 800 students, bro.
Wow.
From the first grade to the 8th grade. When you go to high school, just move one building over. It's like 8 feet. You don't go nowhere else, bro.
Hey, well, man.
He know what Thomastown at, right, bro?
We played against them.
Yeah,
right.
So I ain't never went to school with no white folks till I from the 3rd grade through all the way through Jackson State. I always been around black folks, so I don't get what everybody else getting. Now I moved to Atlanta, to an all black city, so I stay in my zone. You know what I mean?
No doubt, man. No doubt, bro.
Oh, okay. No, that wasn't what that was.
But hey, man, let's go, J State, man. Love to see. When I wasn't trying to get out on the quarterback, I just kept trying to give him some construction criticism because he got to know he leading D Jackson State, baby.
Hey, I think it'll be well received, man. I really do.
When we get them, I know. I'm telling you, he NFL. He going to the NFL. But we gonna stay on him though. Cause when you put that uniform on, you won. You gotta act like one with us.
Hey, let me tell you, man. We got the right man leading the job, man. Jacobin is.
I have no doubt he is.
He's the right man leading his team. He got the right temperament, and I'm telling you, Ken know it, TD know it. This team follows him. I'm not saying it just because of the play on the field. Yeah. Off the field, he is the unquestioned leader of this team. Trust me.
And I'm not saying he can't make a mistake.
No. This is not what I'm saying. It's not even directed at you. It's not even directed at you. It's to everybody can hear me. I'm telling you, even off the field, he's the unquestioned leader of this team. Granted, like I said, I'm biased. I'll be the first to tell you I'm biased. He had a bad game. There's no defending that. You know what I'm saying? But the beautiful thing about this weekend is it creates an opportunity. Like we say, all sports is a great metaphor for life. Man, you fall down 7, you get back up 8. Everything ain't always be sweet. Every team is going to deal with adversity. We're dealing with it with injuries. Every team deal with adversity. It's how you overcome it. Again, just like in life, adversity is going to come. How you overcome it. So again, he played a bad game last week, but this week creates an opportunity. Because after this week, he balled. Look, we win, he balled out. We're not going to be talking about the fumbles at FAMU. You see what I'm saying?
That's what we did beat FAMU. Let's put that back. We ain't gonna take that energy away from him.
We're not. But again, we're going to speak to what he did last week. And so the point that I'm getting at is, you know, just like in life, man, you're gonna have some bad games, you're gonna have some bad days, but it's gonna you're gonna have another go at it. You're gonna have another opportunity. And guess what? When the opportunity presents itself, you got to rise to the occasion and overcome what you did the previous time. And so again, when he succeeds, have a good performance, we won't talk about FAMU. And then guess what? You can't live in a Bethune-Cookman game, even if you have an outstanding game against Bethune-Cookman. Guess what? Homecoming.
Next man up.
It creates another opportunity. So again, it's just like in life. You got to stay even keel. You can't ride the highs and you can't ride the lows because another opportunity is coming. And it's just time to perform again.
Well, my thing is, Ken, I'm gonna say this. We everybody's Super Bowl.
That's a fact.
Every team we play wants to get us, bro.
Hey, listen, I have one message for my KC-1400 brand ambassador quarterback named Jacoby Immortal. It's from the old saying of the legendary Al Davis, and y'all know where I'm going with it. Just win, baby.
That's all. Hey, man, I love y'all, man. I don't know how I'm going to get out
Love
of
you
this.
too,
But
man. Appreciate it. Go ahead, TD. TD, want to say something before you go?
Hey, the last thing I would say on that, it's not a guarantee that he's going to always have those 200 and 300-yard games. It might come again where he might have some shortcoming, but last I checked, that's why they called it a team. So he have his teammates around him to help lift him up when he's down. Man, it's a long season. You know what I'm saying? And everything, everything is not going to be perfect the way we think they should be. I mean, everybody would love living in a perfect world and in a bubble, but that's not the case. So,
well, now you did say that, so you brought me back into this. So,
come on,
so
man.
I got to respond to that.
Go for it.
Yeah, we all have bad days, but we don't have terrible days. You win or you lose, bro. Ain't no bad weekends in sports. You either win or you lose. You got to come out. You got 6 days a week to do what the hell you want to do. You got 4 hours, 2.5 hours to play a football game. Be mentally ready to go play that game, bro. When I get up in the morning, I know what I got to go do. I don't lose. I've been running my business for 24 years. When I get up in the morning, I don't get up thinking I'm going to lose.
I love that.
Yeah, oppositions.
And you cannot. I don't get up. I get up in the morning. I'm gonna win.
Yeah.
I got 43 trucks. I started with 1. I don't get up in the morning with that losing mentality. I'm gonna win every damn time. And if I lose, I'm gonna have you by the ankles when I lose. I don't believe in that it's gonna be some bad days. I don't believe in that. What day is a bad day? The day that you choose to be a bad day. I ain't never chose no bad day.
Well,
and if I do lose, it ain't because I chose to.
Right, and that's my point.
Right.
I mean, here's the thing. I mean, if we all design our days and we all design ourselves, we'll be perfect. But the thing with that is sometimes life deals you stuff. I mean, when you say it's not any bad days, first of all, any day above ground is good. Let's say that. Let's thank God for that. So let's not doubt that. However,
I'm a businessman.
Right. I get you.
Again, I think a little differently.
Right.
If you ain't above the ground, it don't matter no damn way.
Right. So
while I'm above the ground, I got to win. I don't have that acceptance.
I love that, man. I'm just listening to the mindset.
And some people listen to me, Ken. A lot of people know me from Carthage, and they'll tell you when I am that type of person. You can't leave a family with 11 kids with no money and come out and do what I do without believing what I believe. When you get up, you determine your success. I don't get up. I don't accept failure. I do not. Because if I can say Zoe, if I accept failure on Sunday, what the hell is wrong with Monday? And Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday, I don't accept it no day.
I love it, man.
And it's people from my hometown to tell you, I'm not lying to you. I've always been that way. You can't come from nothing to get something. I ain't nobody.
I think. Let me say this. I know, Rochelle. Hey, how you doing? First of all, Rochelle, good to see you, baby. I know exactly. You guys are saying the same thing in a different way.
Yeah, that's true.
Because what TD is alluding to is bad moments, the things that happen. Let me say it this way. There are moments that happen that's in the will of God that happens that may reflect you in a way that's not favorable to what you think.
Right.
But in the end, it's still all good. So to your point, the mindset is I'm winning. I'm going to win. I'm going to win. Because a part of winning, what's grandfathered in winning is obstacles that you have to overcome.
Right.
Shortcomings, failures. You get what I'm saying? That's still all a part of winning. Rochelle, come on in here and say something because I know you're jumping at the bit. You're dying to just get a word in.
Hey, Zoe, Ken, y'all want me to get out or you want me to let
her
talk?
No, I want you to just funny. I was actually
I'll stay. I'll be quiet. Go ahead, sir.
I haven't been up because y'all been talking so good football.
I don't want to hear it, Rochelle. That's an excuse.
No,
like you got on me talking about don't be saying try. No, get on.
No, what it is that I just first of all say, hey, I've been enjoying y'all. I told y'all the ESPN of Jackson State. Y'all make me feel. I was like, because I'm not talking football. I'm up here to talk about something else. And it just so happens today I didn't have choir rehearsal. And I was like, well, let me just sneak up here and say hi and say bye. And it just so happened I come up when Maximilian is talking. And I said, okay, God, I needed to hear what he had to say. And I understand I came in bits and pieces. But one thing he said without saying it is the reason I have to agree with him by nothing is a bad day, because Romans 8:28 said, for we know that all things work together for the good. So that means every bad thing that we had can still work together for your good, because even though it may have been bad, it could be teaching you a lesson. So if it was teaching you a lesson, it was really good for you in the first place. So when he said what he said, and I really needed to hear that, is that your bad day is still a good day. Because God can still use every single thing in your life to work for your good if your mindset allow it, versus looking at life half empty. I'm going to look at life half full, but then I got to ask myself, what lesson did I learn from this? And if I learned the lesson, it's still working for my good anyway. So I got what he was saying in that, because I'm learning that lesson myself. And I was like, I needed that. I really did that, going through some things. And I was like, okay, I came in just because I was coming in just to say hi to everybody. I have not been missing in action. I have been working really hard, but I'm like, this is football season, and I ain't got nothing to say, because y'all are diabolical on talking about them play. I'm like, oh my God, they know everything. So I've been sitting in the audience just listening, and I just wanted to say hello and say goodbye.
I'm before anybody say anything, I'm not Ken right now. My name is Zoe. And I just want to say good night to everybody.
He showed just left, didn't he?
Just fall off the damn screen.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to. I looked up. I was like, damn, what did Zoe go to?
So you showed up at the right time, Rich Rosanna.
Thank you, Shanette. I miss y'all so much. When I was like, y'all talking some serious.
Hey, all right, Ken back now. Ken back now. I just had it. But no, I'm with you on that. And now I want to say this on behalf of everybody. We all missed you. And your voice is, I just want you to know this. I got to say this, Michelle, because we talk on the phone. Folks don't know that. I hate when you say this. I hate using the word hate, but I hate when you say that you don't have a voice because we talking football. No, man, just you ain't got to not get on because if you got choir herd, you got choir herd. You can get on. We'll curve to it. We did it for a long time, and obviously they happy to hear from you. So don't ever feel like somehow we doing something that you can't be a part of. That's just
and I'm gonna say this, Ken. I watch y'all all the time. They appreciate you, sister. You brighten their day up when you come in.
I just have to. Hey, look, we have to have humor with it, man. But this is funny. This is funny right here, man.
Have y'all been eating fish without me though? That's all I need to know. Have they been giving y'all fried fish at the?
Hey, listen, we got something coming down the pipe that's gonna, that's fish related. I ain't gonna speak on it though. Might even have a little merch out there for y'all, man. Little TD's golden fish merch coming. We got some designs we looking at, but that's if he want to do it though, bro. How about a fish off? How about a fish cook off for homecoming? Who got the best catfish? We're gonna walk around and we're gonna do that. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna do what Simone and Doc them did. I'm gonna mic myself up. I'm gonna walk around with the other mic, and I'm gonna go to different tailgate spots because I need to. Now TD can sample it. I'll give me a little bit.
Look at TD. I'm mad at you, TD. I know you up there getting good fish. I'm all in my feelings.
I didn't have a lot of fish. That alumni tent, they always seem to have the best fish, bro.
You think so?
It's free fish. Ain't nothing better than free fish, bro.
Come on in there, TD. What you got, man?
I give him $500 a year. At least I get a fish plate out of it, right?
Yeah. TD, I'll say this, man. Do you have anything to Max's thought to what he just said?
Oh no. I mean, I understand everything he was saying. I mean, but
see, look, bro. See that right there? See that right there, dog?
See, TD, you the little. I see you got some fans, Mr. TD. I see.
TD from Kent, man. You know, TD, that's my neighbor right there. You went to Canton High, TD?
I did.
Oh, that's what's up. My sister taught there, Jessica Hannah.
Okay, it depends on when she was there, but
she went to J State too. Got a specialist from Jackson State.
Okay,
yeah. Hey, everybody in my family went to Jackson State. Hey, nobody. If you in my family, you went to J State, or you got a job, bro.
hey, but Mr. Maxime, what I was gonna say on it, I mean, I understand the mindset thing. I mean, definitely when you're dealing with, saying you want to run your own business, you want to become an entrepreneur, you're playing sports, and things like that. But I'm also really just realized something happened that you can't control. I mean, I can't control that person driving in the left lane. I
Right.
can't control, you know what I'm saying, a house catching on fire or shooting at the school. Sometimes things in life is going to happen that's not going to be good that you can't control.
Well,
That's
you
all.
know,
Now the things you can't control, you doggone right. You don't. I mean, you don't lose.
Can I interject right there?
Ken, you can always can.
I went to shout out to my nephew Brad. Brad was in Killeen, Texas with his mom, and he graduated from high school out there. I remember going to his graduation, and the principal told them, and listen, it was like I think it might have been an alternative school or whatnot, where you have some young folk who I would say that their mind is bigger than their circumstance, and it tends to lead to mischievous activity sometimes, and they persevere through it, right?
Mm-hmm.
He said what happens is only 10% of the equation. So to everything that you said, TD, that's the 10%. He said the other 90% is how you respond to it, your attitude. He said the one thing that you can control is your attitude, how you handle the adversity that will come. Because what we're not saying is your mindset ain't stopping adversity. Your mindset is what allows you to how you interpret adversity. And I'll give y'all a perfect, I'm talking about a master class on what Brother Max just said. I don't know if y'all saw the press conference that Joe Mazzulla, the head men's basketball coach for the Boston Celtics.
I saw it.
He was talking to the press, and he was just saying, like, basically, it don't matter what people say or whatever the heck happens. It's just, interpreting words and internalizing and all that good stuff. Now, I tell you, I was dealing with something with my mom, trying to get her situated and helping assisting the family with all that stuff, and dealing with a lot of frustrations and stuff that's pertaining to things you can't control. And I said to myself, I said it out loud, I have to get better in that area, and I look to God for His grace and mercy to fill me in that area, because that is something that I have to, because I have to stop allowing things that I can't control to affect my anxiety level. Well, you feel, you know what I'm saying? Things aren't happening when I feel like they need to happen. They're not happening or this just happened. And I'd had a bad day, Brother Max, because my mindset ain't where you just expressed it to be. That's a powerful place to be, because that right there that's a hell of a place to be. And go ahead.
I'm gonna say what I say, Ken. What I tell people, I'm on Facebook all the time, man. I tell people I didn't have nothing. You can't say nothing bad about me that I can't say about myself.
Okay.
I broke my own self down and said that I didn't have nothing. I was homeless. I slept in my car for 3 years in Atlanta when I could have came home to Mississippi. I didn't come home. My mama got a house in Carlton. I slept in a car on a parking lot for 3 years and slept in. I bought the first truck I bought. I slept in it for a year. I got 42 of them now.
Wow.
I didn't come to the house though. But see, to me, it's like, what could that pride is gonna hold you down. That's true. That's the reason a lot of people not successful. What they gonna think of me? They ain't got nothing.
I love this.
Sleep in the car. Hey, as long as you sleep in the same place, if you know you got a job that's gonna pay you, that's gonna build you up to where you want to. People, they pride holds them back from being successful. I put it on Facebook all the time. Everybody from Carlton, Kosciuszko that know me, I say that. God don't like a prideful person. When you win something, God blesses me to be where I am. I'm gonna tell you about everything I went through, not the good things or the bad things.
All things.
Because that's the blessing. Is when you go through that, you have to. You know how folks get in the church and tell what they want to tell.
Well, I mean, when you talk about if you're gonna talk about the children of Israel and getting out of Egypt, you got to also talk about how they got down there.
And that's what I tell people. If you're gonna tell me how you succeeded, if you're gonna tell me about your success, please don't leave out your failures.
Yep.
Because most people that's trying to make it, they going through the failures. They don't want to hear about how many trucks I got, how much money I make a month, how many credit cards I got, what kind of car I drive, what floor I live on. They want to figure out, how did you get that first truck from sleeping in your car? discipline. Thinking about, I wasn't thinking about no girlfriend. I wasn't thinking about no boyfriend. If it's a girl, you think about yourself. I put everything above and say, what is going to take for me to make some money? I ain't got to work for nobody no more. You know, my family, won't you just go get you a job? Why don't you UPS hiring? I said, I want to do what I'm doing. You a fool. But now I'm the most brilliant person in the world. I always believed in you. Well, you damn sure didn't send me no money when you was believing in me. But but that's life, though, Ken. I don't know where we getting off this conversation, but yeah, man, that's what it is.
Somebody needs to hear it. I ain't listen. I know we were talking football, but when things go a certain way, I don't stop it. We can always bring it back. I only have two more things I have to touch on before we close out. Anyway, one of them being that of A.D. Robinson, and the other one being of. While I got you guys, let me just throw this up here because I did want to do this. This is for homecoming. This was put out today by the school, calling it the homecoming stripe out. Now, if you go to the social media page, they bring in the first. This is the first ever stripe out at the vet. This homecoming, whatever section you sit in, the school section that you rock the color of the section.
Oh, that's gonna be tight.
Now, granted, we know UAPB gonna be there, and they gonna have some fans in there. They gonna have on some gold and some black and white, but this is something that they definitely asking that we do. I'm curious to see how it's gonna happen. Now it would help if we had some T-shirts over there, but at the same time, this is gonna require some cooperation. It's gonna require a little cooperation, man. So, homecoming stripe out. She said, "My section is blue." If I was still sitting in 112, I think 112 is blue. If I ain't mistaken, I can't see it on here, but I think 112 is blue. 19. Now I think 112 is white. If I ain't mistaken, I would always sit in 112. It won't be many UAP. Yeah, I already know.
And what I was finished, ain't gonna be about nobody on the other side. So who's gonna be so? Bam, you wasn't even there.
Thoughts on this though? I start with you, TD. Have you seen this today? What's your thoughts?
I think it's pretty dope. You can get it to work.
If you can get it to work, that'll be really dope. Try something different.
Yeah, the thing about it, where everybody's sitting where they want and used to sitting where they, that's going to be a difficult part of it. But it looks great. I like it.
You want my opinion, Ken?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Them folk gonna sit exactly where they want to sit. You know how Jackson State is, bro. That's a bad idea.
Well, no, it doesn't stop where you sitting there. You sit where you sit. They just saying find the section that you're gonna sit in and put the color on.
Yeah, it's dope. I like it.
So if you sit in 105, if 105 is white, put a white shirt on.
I'm gonna sit by the first people I recognize. That's what I do. That's what everybody else do.
You don't have no set section.
No, as soon as I see somebody was one of my classmates or somebody was in the band that I do, hey man,
hey, I already know, sis. I already know them homecoming outfits. That homecoming outfit's supposed to be for the brunch, the yard, the after party, the night and out. Listen, we go at the game. We gotta get it. We gotta put merch on.
I believe it's gonna work itself out. I think the alumni, y'all gonna be there, y'all gonna have fun. I just want you to see Mr. Maximilian, that people are saying that you have helped them out tonight. And I think the biggest thing I wanted to say, because I'm about to hop off, I miss y'all, but I think one thing and the reason I say it was meant for me to hear what you just said is what is going on in my personal head right now as far as
gotcha, sister.
the business. So sometimes we don't understand, and sometimes you want to just stop. You know what I'm saying? But when you just said that you slept in your car, and in your truck, you slept in your car for 3 years, and then your first truck, you slept in that
for another 2 years.
I mean, what I love what you said is that because God had gave you a vision, and even when He didn't give that vision to your family, so they couldn't see and understand what you saw.
That don't mean they didn't love me though. They just didn't understand what I was doing.
What I'm saying is that your mindset had went to another level. Mm-hmm. We are so comfortable going back to what we were comfortable. We don't like being uncomfortable. Listen, we don't like being uncomfortable because it's harder. Like, just go get a regular job. And it wasn't nothing wrong for people telling you that.
And they meant it in love.
Right. You see what I'm saying?
That was 20 years ago.
But your vision was so much different. and you did not let anyone stop you from the vision God had gave you, no matter what.
You know why I did it? And Ken, I want you to listen. I got tired of people firing me.
Listen.
I had a job at Nissan North America, right down in Ken, operations manager.
Wow.
We ain't gonna go into the details, but I took a girl out. They fired me. I left there and went to FedEx. Supervisor made a suggestion about how we should do things. They fired me. And I finally figured out myself, you're not gonna keep firing me. In 20 years, ain't nobody fired me. I wrote myself up a couple of times, but I ain't never fired myself.
I like that, man. I like
so.
This too. This was good for me to hear as well.
Yeah, when you get up in the morning, you can't control what's gonna happen to me tomorrow. And you know, as a Black person, that is the stress that I don't care what you got to go through in your life. You stick with that. When somebody can't tell you what, they're going to determine what you is and what you ain't going to do. MacArthur determines what everything you see around me, everything I drive, I bought this and I went through a hard time for it. But can't nobody fire me. That's why I'm on Facebook saying what I want to say. On YouTube saying, you can't fire me. You cannot do business with me, but you can't fire me. When a person can fire you, they can stop your life tomorrow. Just like that.
Yeah, ask layoffs all day.
And so as Black people, we need to start getting strength when ourselves to work for it. I'm not saying go get a fish sandwich shop, but what if that's what you want to do? I'm saying build a business that's going to retain business. I tell people wherever there's a problem, there's a profit. The city of Atlanta got a draining problem. Go get you a vacuum truck and charge the city of Jackson to pump them drains out.
Hey, you know what? I just saw something today.
I got vacuum trucks, Ken. I got hydrovac. I'll sell them more.
I need you to be. I need you. We got a collective. I need you to.
I know the mayor. I know Chuck Way Sr. I know the mayor's daddy. I know the mayor. But they ain't gonna get no credit from me because they don't want to pay their bills.
No, I got you, bro.
I can't fool with Jackson. They don't want to pay you.
Hey, man, you cutting up.
I got 4 trucks I can send down there right now, but no, man, I ain't for time to be fighting with y'all over my money, man. But go ahead, Ken. What was you saying?
No, you good, man. It was good. It was good. I appreciate it, man. It's always good when you get that raw, real perspective. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't want to come off at the mayor, but I know him. He know me too.
Mr. Maximilian, what's your Facebook name?
Huh?
What's your Facebook name?
No, I guess that's my government name. We ain't gonna do all that.
Oh, well, because I want to follow you. You said you was doing it all day on Facebook.
I got a private page.
Wait, listen.
Yes. Well, I want you to follow me. How about that?
Well, okay. Well, hey, what I'm gonna do, Ken? Can I inbox you something, Ken?
Yeah, you can send me an email. Just shoot me.
I'll tell you what you do.
No, shoot that email.
I'll tell you what you do. You Google Atlanta oil.
Send it to the email.
Atlanta oil.
Yeah, it's Atlanta oil. You Google that, and you'll see the company, and you'll email that, and it'll get to me. So
but brother Max, seriously though, shoot me an email. I do want to connect with you.
I will, Ken. I'll be at homecoming. I'll find you. I'll bring past you a couple of times.
For sure. Good deal, man. We appreciate it, brother.
Well, Ken, I'll see y'all, man. Bye, baby. I'll see you next time, baby. All right. Ken, you hang this up. I don't know how to do it, but I'll figure it out. Hey, I'm 53, bro. I ain't good at all this, bro.
I got you, big bro.
In front of you.
Hey, good seeing you, bro. Good seeing you. Appreciate him coming up for real, man. That was good stuff. I do want to do this though. Before y'all do anything, let's touch on something. I want to shout out AD Robinson. I know. Quick segue. We'll go back to that. We can do closing comments here in just a second. Shout out to Light On Sports. He put this out. I'm gonna get y'all thoughts on this, man. He said Jack State Athletic Director Ashley Robinson. He said he's the Ken Griffey Jr. of HBCU ADs when it comes to making home run hires. After making a bold move to bring Coach Prime to Jackson State, which led to successful and well publicized 2-year tenure, AD Robinson has kept the momentum going with hiring of Jack State football alum TC Taylor. In just his second season, Taylor has led Jackson State back-to-back in the FCS top 25, and the Tigers now control their own destiny in the SWAC with an undefeated 3-0 record in conference play and a 5-2 overall record. Now, I spoke to A.D. Robinson yesterday on the phone. We had a great conversation. Looking forward to bringing him on the platform, possibly next week, TD, and we'll iron out the details. More than likely, we're probably going to sit down with him on during homecoming week. Try to get him to sit down with us on Wednesday. Now, I can't guarantee if that will be a Wednesday live. What I'm thinking is that if we can sit down with him and talk to him and interview him, we may just play that on Friday, but we'll get a chance to sit down with him. But we have to iron out the details of that. It's two things that I do want to touch on from the conversation. First of all, this is spot on. He's done a great job of he's won a lot of championships in his tenure, man. I think we all can agree that he's arguably the best. It ain't no damn argument. Best AD in the game, bro, especially in the HBCU space. There ain't no debating that. You can if you want to. I'm just not going to listen to it. But let me do this, though. He talked about something. He said, I want you to do something for me. He said he listened to what we were griping about. We wanted more home games. He said the only issue with that now is people not really they're not attending the games like they should. Attendance is down. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. This is pretty much what it was. Florida A&M versus Jackson State, it led in attendance from a HBCU standpoint, but I mean 28,000 for Jackson State versus FAMU game, which we thought was a marquee game that they elevated to ESPNU. I mean, when you look at the stats, shout out to Blue for putting this up there. ESPNU 26,000 views on the channel, compared to North Dakota versus South Dakota State, 174K. So just the eyes weren't there. Brown versus Princeton did 23K. So we did a little bit more than them. But he did say, listen, what happens is as an AD, when you are Jackson State, that people won't play you. You know what I'm saying? We don't have a stadium on campus. So I think for those that don't understand, from the numbers standpoint, I think it starts at about 200K just to host a game. So you're starting off in the red before you even make a profit. These are just the facts. It is what it is. But with that being said, is like we do know there was a ticket increase, but attendance is down, man. And I think what's going to happen is that we should have 5 home games all the way through 2028. That's what we wanted. We wanted we wanted at least 5 home games. So we're going to get that now. But we got to come to the games. He just kind of wanted me to allude to that when we did touch on that, though. But I saw Brother Dobbins put this out there about him. Looking forward to sitting down, talking to him. And I'm going to just say what I said to him, and I stand on it. He said 28,000. Now, I do know that there are some factors in from a standpoint where a lot of people are just not going to games like they used to, or they may pick a game or two because people love watching games at home because they get to basically chill in the comfort of their own home. They got to deal with they got to spend no money. People have invested in really nice, cool setups. And that is a real thing where people are watching multiple TVs. They got the devices going. It's a lot of that happening as well. But yeah, man, this is something he touched on. I told him it would sound a lot better if it come from him. You know what I mean? So that's one of the reasons why I'm excited to sit down with him and talk to him. So Tiger Nation could hear from him and get some perspective on how he feels things are going. I mean, we're doing a lot of winning, but he's done a really good job of hiring coaches. And stay tuned, more to come with this right here. I'm gonna touch on that, but just kind of want to introduce this. This is the last thing we'll touch on before we close out. Thoughts?
Ken, can I ask you a question? I know Jackson State has one of the biggest stadiums ever, isn't it? So, I mean, we can have 35,000, but it still looks small because our darn stadium is so huge.
Yeah. I hope homecoming does do good numbers, though. I really do.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was like, because I saw the count too. I was like, okay, even though it wasn't nobody on, FAMU side, should have been a little bit like they banned somebody. But when I look at our stadium is so huge that it just makes us look like we still have a lot of people there when we do. But I think, Yeah, we gotta do better with our ticket sales. Okay, I'm done. Your turn, TD. The diesel.
The price did go up. I'm not here disputing anything. I'm just putting the data out there. The data is the data. Now the why is left for discussion. But go ahead, bro.
I don't have much to say. I think it's a good write-up by Light on Sports. I think he hit the nail on the head. The things that A. Robinson has done as far as winning the championship with the hiring that he's done, and I guess some people already existed. And instead of building and growing, that's that pretty much all I got on, because everybody just moved. So, it's, I can't speak on something I really don't know a whole lot about. No more than we are winning different sports and they doing their thing. So, but
the two things we touched on was totally unrelated. What I'm speaking about is more so this page, but I just he did allude to it though. But no, he's really stabilized the program. Can we block seats with the? I don't know. Everybody keeps talking about that. That's something that would have to. That's a good question. I think once we nail down a date to sit down with him, I will put email out there, and you guys can send all the questions in that you like, and we'll try to get as many of those questions answered as possible. All of this is good questions. I mean, I don't see any. I don't think anything's off limits. I mean that. I'm looking forward to sitting down because we all have questions that we want to talk. And it's not even a bad thing. It's just more of a, hey man, we're really doing well in sports, but from this perspective of the he who leads the athletic department, let's get his vantage point on some things and kind of some things he would like to see be better. I know we always are talking about what we want him to do to improve our experience.
Right.
He was basically just conveying, I'm hearing you guys. That's why I went out and made the adjustment. And I am trying to give those games, but we want to have as many home games as possible. But with that, he's saying we still need to have attendance in the games. You can just look out there. I mean, it was a marquee game, and then on the Jack State side, it was pretty. It has some holes in it up top. You know what I mean? Normally you have that top filled up. I know homecoming is going to be that. Maybe SWAC championship would be. The question I do have is this: when it comes to like attendance, though, like how much is it? How much of it has to do with us being on TV now? We got a lot of games on TV now. I know we celebrate. Oh man, we got all the games on TV, and people are like, oh yeah,
I can stay at the house.
I can stay at the house and watch the game now. I don't have to travel. So there is a factor in that. That definitely plays a part in that. Why people would say, you know what? I get to watch the game in the comfort of my own home, and when the game is over, I don't have to try to get in the car and drive. I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? So there is a lot of data that goes into that. But then too, when you factor into game day experience, you know what I mean? That stuff matters. We talked about that last year. The vibes are a little different than what it has to be. I think it has a lot. I think so too, Coach. I really do.
That goes with him. I mean, that's just church. I mean, a lot of people don't attend church anymore.
That's a great point. Great point.
You're right, TD.
It's a great point. Whether day games and night, COVID, streaming, inflation. Man, y'all coming with it. I love it. And it's not just
especially the streaming, like TD said, it's a good thing to be there, but it definitely does. You can just stay at the house for sure.
Well, I think the 26K TV viewership is troubling if you're trying to attract sponsors. It's without question it's troubling. Like this is different though. When we talk about, okay, let's say we got 28,000 at the game. Okay, cool. But we had more people at the game than you had watching on TV. it's today's culture. The game atmosphere meant a lot to us. Tailgate in the stands, seeing friends, younger adults. Listen, hell, there's portions of the tailgate area where you could throw a football and won't hit nobody on some of these particular weeks. I think times are just different. People's interests are different. I think the effects of, like, can we say social media?
Yeah, man. I mean, the only players that you really get big crowds are like concerts, man. I mean, even the basketball, football on the high school level, the atmosphere is not the same. I mean, the band, I mean, you know, we used to argue back in the day who had the, you know, best band, you know, from Ken to Callaway to Lanier, whoever. Man, not each band might have 10 members. You know, so kids' focus aren't the same as ours.
A lot of people saying that the ESPNU wasn't on a lot of those. A lot of people don't have ESPNU. Okay.
I don't have it.
Okay. It plays a part in it too. Like I said, it's not a this is more of it. Said I read an article that said college football teams are down across the board. Yeah, it is. I think a lot of that plays a part in it. Man, if I go and spend $2,500, $5,000 on a dope setup on a Saturday, I'm trying to put some meat on the grill. I'm trying to have some folks over to the house. Here's another thing that's happening more frequently than anything, TD, watch parties. People are posting about watch parties at certain venues. Hey, we're going to meet up over here and watch the JSU game. Back in the day, you used to have to go to the game if you wanted to watch the game because it wasn't on TV. If you wanted to get that experience, you had to go. But now, again, you got a lot of games being played on TV now. Then you got the SWAC digital network. You got each HBCU Go. You got, man, we're getting more. There's a moment, you know, there has been several weekends where we were playing TD and every team that was playing in the SWAC was on something. I could flip over here. I go to ESPNU. I could go to ESPN Plus. I could go to YouTube. I could go to, and we're bouncing all over the place, just keeping up with all the games.
But the other part, though, people have not been the same since COVID. It just haven't been the same. I miss people, but I just think people still, it's just not, church ain't been the same since COVID. Can we just talk about it all? When TD said that, it's just that we don't, I like now, so small intimate parties are actually better for, like, a lot of people can have social anxiety. They don't even want to talk about that. A lot of people don't like to be around people anymore. So it's safer for me to be in my home. It's safer for me to have a little set of people versus seeing a lot of people now. A lot of people have social anxiety. They're just not, I love it though, but a lot of people are not comfortable no more.
Man, let me tell you something. I got to say this. In order to change habits, we gotta do more to entice people and excite people to want to be wherever we're having it. School has done a good job of really trying to promote. I've seen them put a lot of work and effort in to try to push ticket sales, get people to do whatever the case may be. I think the marketing is there. Social media, from a social media standpoint, you hear it on the radio station, you hear it on the news. Every news station is pushing JSU tickets. The radio stations are, social media accounts are. We're talking about it, and when you're exhausting all options and it's still coming back from a number that's different than what it used to be, then you have to account. There is no way to get around COVID, because I don't think since COVID numbers have been. I don't think they're ever. I ain't gonna say ever, but I tell you one thing that would make it be a lot more enticing. People like new stuff. Let us get a new stadium. I ain't saying that's a pipe dream, right?
And a smaller
that's
one
down the road. You know what I mean?
I think we had said that, Ken, though. Why would we even worry? Because we would never sell out the vet. Like, if you had a smaller stadium, if it only, you would sell out all the time. But we already know the vet is 55,000.
Do they block off the top level and just have everybody sit down lower? I know people are saying that, but then you don't want people that like to sit up top ain't gonna want to be forced into sitting somewhere they ain't So you kind of stuck with doing something like that. You really don't want to do that if that's the case. So eventually we're going to get to a place where it's going to start to look like that. Hopefully we will get a stadium sometime soon, a new stadium. Ain't nothing wrong with new. We got to get the money, though. Got to get the money. Other bet, 30,000 seat on campus stadium would help, especially with sellouts and student commute. That could be the answer. A new 35 to 40,000 seat stadium would be perfect. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Ken, this is why using the Jumbotron and improving game experience is so important. I have to admit that they are using the Jumbotron a lot more. TD, are you witnessing that? They have used it. Defense get loud. Now the announcer got to be on par with the. Shout out to Karamu. He's doing a good job DJing in certain spots. It's a lot better. You know what I mean?
Play thing working better.
Yeah. Night games probably draw better, you think?
Really?
Yeah, I like night games myself.
But when it get cold, you want that daytime with the sun shining. I can just tell you right now, there are no more night games this year. Everything is at 2:30 because it's about to get cool. And so now games are going to be played in the warmth of the evening because it got cold. It got cooler toward the end of the day. So yeah, play a new hype video before every game. Yeah, that's all cool, but I don't think that's gonna change. Ain't nobody coming to the game because they say they want to watch the new hype video because the same hype video gonna be dropped on social media. So nothing is left for like some stuff. I think we got to keep and have just for the game. You know what I mean? Yeah. At least Richard doesn't repeat what you do. What do you want? He uses to listen. Well, he says it one time, but the crowd still tends to say it again and again and again because they kind of used to it. But it is what it is. But listen, all we're really saying is, man, again, shout out to A.D. Robinson, best in the game. Looking forward to sitting down with him to have a layered conversation about athletics. I mean, that'll be dope. And from some of the stuff that he talked about that's coming down the pipe, I think that'll be something for him to express and not me. Night games will probably deter more fans than it will attract. It's a good point. Traffic getting in and out of the stadium. I heard that traffic was pretty atrocious getting out on the last game. We tend to wait until after the fact, so I'm not really sure. That's right, Reggie. Let's be real about it. Can't get a new stadium. We complain about $50 game day tickets. But we have to let people, we have to let people adjust to the new prices. Look, it's a lot that goes into it. Not going to spend much more time talking about it, but overall, great show tonight. Miss Rochelle, it's great seeing you, sis.
Seeing y'all too.
Y'all, chances are we probably not going to be live on Friday night. We're probably going to be live on Saturday morning. So expect for Saturday morning. We got to get situated. They fellas are traveling in on Friday. And we got to get situated, get some food and all that good type stuff. So then it's going to be 10 o'clock on the east side. So we'll try to have something for you on Friday. But what that'll be, not really sure just yet. Oh, yeah, Doc got the Friday block. There you go. We did say that. Saturday morning, y'all see us live. And we're going to try to – because, again, it's important for our mental to not just work. We're going to shift the Friday show to Saturday morning so we can give you guys a little jolt before the game. But at the same time, we also want to – if we're going to travel that far and be with my families and stuff like that, we want to have some type of a fellowship together. You follow what I'm saying? And enjoy the festivities. It is homecoming for Bethune-Cookman. Listen, if we got any Wildcats out there that's hosting an event that's got something going on, Jay Shaw, get up with me, bro. Send me your number through the email like we did. Make sure we link up. Mike B and B Corsi. I think I'm flying in Orlando, man. I'm going to have to drive over to Daytona. It is what it is, bro. Yeah, I'll figure that out tomorrow. I have to go in tomorrow, but make sure you guys subscribe to Miss No Gray. Over 500 subs, man. Everybody in here, if you're not subscribed to Miss No Gray, click that link. Go subscribe to the channel. Watch the content. TD, my man. Nook just working. Nook will be at homecoming. Nook be working, man. Nook doing just fine. Don't trust them folk. Ain't a matter of trust. We good. We good, man. We roll deep now. Y'all must understand we don't come with no trouble now, but we will participate if need be. I'm just playing.
So can I tell y'all beautiful men something? And I thank y'all. I don't know if I have some that's following that's from the channel, but tomorrow's daily devotional is gonna be I give myself permission time to spend with myself. I hope y'all can tune in. This has been really good. The whole month is about knowing your own worth, and we have had a ball with it. I just let y'all know I'm your thug prophet. So got a little
design in your hair.
A little Peter Red, you know.
What you got in your hair?
Oh, a butterfly. Wait.
Hold on, the other way.
Which way is that?
Oh wow. I thought I saw something. I said, you getting your Dennis Rodman on tonight, ain't you? But you called it Charlene Barkley, but you did it Denise Rodman up in this thing, huh? I got you.
Yes, so I thank y'all. It's good to see y'all.
Hey, great to seeing you. Listen, anytime, come up, man. I'm gonna have to. I gotta pack. I hate packing, man. The worst. This has been. I just wish sometimes I could have home games. Like I'd be jealous of folks who get to just stay home and ain't got to pack to do nothing. But every game is a road game for me. So I don't take it for granted, and I'm thankful and blessed to be able to do it. But this is a business trip, man. We'll get in and get situated. We're going on Jackson State. We'll give our game day and our real game day analysis on Saturday morning. And we'll give you guys a score. We're gonna see if TD can predict the score again. And if he 2 for 2, now I gotta say this, now, bro. If you get the score right, you're gonna have to give me them numbers, man.
So he got it directly on.
I'm gonna have to go by that Texas Powerball, big dog. I need you to sit. I'm gonna have to get them numbers, dog. I'm just telling you, man. I'm just telling you. But I'm gonna go watch some more of their games, though. I'm gonna check out another game. I'm gonna check out that game where they actually scored a lot of points, and I think I'm gonna check out that. I haven't seen the Alabama A&M game. I'm gonna go watch that too. Mm-hmm. So I think the Alabama A&M game would be a little bit more exciting because it was some points scored. Because boy, watching that Valley game was like punishment.
Yeah, it was pretty tough.
Who gonna win the West? Ooh. Even if Alcorn's off this week, even if Southern loses to FAMU, they hold a tiebreaker over Alcorn. Okay. Let me go back to this real quick. So Prairie View is playing out of conference. Grambling is playing Texas Southern. So Grambling, Texas Southern. So one of them two teams gonna come out with a head-to-head victory. Somebody gonna fall to 3. I got Grambling winning that game actually. So if Grambling is 2-2, Texas Southern gonna fall down there where Prairie View is at. Pine Bluff plays Valley. They're gonna win that game. So Pine Bluff will be 2-2. Grambling will be 2-2. Did Pine Bluff and Grambling play?
You said Pine Bluff and Valley.
Pine Bluff and Grambling. I don't think they played yet, have they? Did they? I don't think they played. Let me look at this. Let me look at something real quick.
He said yes.
They have played?
Well, Doc said.
Okay, Grambling beat Pine Bluff. Okay, so Grambling is ahead. That's why they're ahead of them right now. Okay, all right. Thank you.
I think they played it.
So let's say they'll both be 2-2. So Grambling will still be. Grambling won't move then. Texas Southern is. So basically what's going to happen is Texas Southern and Pine Bluff on this diagram is going to swap places. Pine Bluff will be 2-2. Grambling will be 2-2 in my opinion. And Texas Southern will be 1-3. But Texas Southern beat Prairie View, so they'll be in the 5th spot. Southern loses to FAMU, then they'll be 3-1. They'll still stay up top. But if Southern wins, then Southern is all the way in the driver's seat. So FAMU does not want to lose that game. I don't think they lose that game because if they lose that game, that just gave Jackson State the biggest cushion ever. but you still have to watch Alabama A&M, because if Alabama A&M beats Alabama State, that's going to move Alabama A&M up to the 2 spot if FAMU doesn't win, and they still have to play each other. So yeah. Who wins the West? If I had to bet right now, I'm gonna say Alcorn. And I'm gonna tell you why. I know everybody say, "Oh man, Southern." Here's the problem with Southern. It's the rest of their schedule. Southern has to play Florida A&M and Alabama A&M back-to-back weeks. And I think Alabama A&M beat Southern. I think FAMU beat Southern. So that puts Southern at 2 losses, right? Then they got Bethune-Cookman, Pine Bluff, and they got Grambling. That Grambling head-to-head, they could eventually fall to 3. Now, it all could go right. I'm looking at who got the easier route. Alcorn has only lost 1. They got Alabama State, which is a winnable game for them. They got Texas Southern, and they got Prairie View. And then they got Jackson State. So even if they lose to Jackson State, they just 3-2. You see what I'm saying? So it just all depends. It all depends. Now, if Alcorn loses to Alabama State,
go
ahead.
I'm about to drop, bro.
I'm out too. I was just saying that I'm good. But go ahead.
No, I'm good. All right. Hey, good to see you, Rochelle.
Good to see you too, love.
Right. So yeah. That's the gist. We don't know. We don't know. We'll see how it play out though. But anyway, that's it for the night, y'all. We appreciate y'all. Miss Rochelle, good seeing you, baby.
Good seeing you too, love. Talk to you later. Bye.
Peace out. I love. Go Tigers, baby.
ShotRx is bringing healthcare to you. With our mobile health team, we can come to your school, church, or business to take care of you. We offer childhood immunizations, COVID and flu vaccinations, physicals, and much more. Don't put your health off. Welcome to Care and Compassion. Welcome to ShotRx.
JSU students, we know how much you love cheering us on game days.
But there's something bigger than winning the big game. Your vote.
Voting is your chance to make a difference, just like we do on the field.
So this November, let's make a play for change.
Get registered, stay informed, and show up on game day, November 5th.
Let's make a big time play together. Go vote.
Be our vote.